Welcome to Chef's Pot, episode 2. I know we're a little late. That is Jacob's fault. He was supposed to record on Monday, and he was acting like a little prissy bitch. But that's not important right now. What is important is we got 2 special guests, and the third special guest who is not on mic. This is like a high school reunion right now. This is fancy, guys. Truly. We got Mr. Jimbo.
Jimbo Slimbo?
Jimbo Slimbo.
Oh, yeah. Active and present.
We got Stefan. We got... I don't know how you want me to introduce you, Mr. Nuclear Operator.
Hey man, just call me by my name. I'm Jerry. It's all good.
Okay. Well, I never know which last name to go with. That's my thing.
Right. Turns out, even if you have your full 2 last names spelled out, people still don't know which one to go for.
Yeah.
And it causes the biggest issue I've ever had in my life.
Duh. You have them both written out. You got to write one.
Nah.
Just do the last name.
That's my thing. But I don't know which one it is with this guy.
Does he switch them?
He always says one or the other. He'll say Madeira or he'll say Brown. He says either or. It bothers the shit out of me. I don't even know how to... Madeira? How?
Madeira.
Madeira. Okay.
There you go. So now I just force people at
Basically
work.
Madara from fucking Naruto.
That's what they call me in boot camp. Just Madara.
There you go.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna call him Madara from now on.
I'll
and this
take
is
it.
Jimbo Slimbo.
I'll take it.
And I'm Chef.
Nice to meet you.
We ain't seen Jerry in a long minute. How long has it been?
At least 2 years, because last Christmas I wasn't able to visit you either.
Yeah. And when was the last time I seen you? That was when you
after boot camp.
Yeah, I was gonna say after boot camp, right? Before you left.
Before I started my schooling. That was the most grueling 2 years and a half of my life.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Truly. So if I try to go for college right now and put for like a nuclear test equipment engineering degree, I'd be about a semester and a half. Thank you. I'd be like a semester and a half off from getting a bachelor's.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. Depends if they want to take all the credits.
Dude, Claudio was talking about going and getting his cybersecurity degree, okay? And not talking about it. He's actually doing it. Like he stepped down from his position as a salesman at the dealership, and now he just does parts.
That was a nice position too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Definitely.
he was making commission, and he was very, very good at selling cars. So he's making money. Steps down from that, goes to a parts job, getting paid hourly. Decided he's going to go back to Tri-C for cybersecurity.
Tri-C.
Now,
C.
for cybersecurity, which I feel like is one of those things that, like, if you're not on the front edge of, you're worthless, right? Like,
Either that or you've been doing it for like many, many years before. Or have at least some experience with it.
yeah, like, I don't...
Like nobody's going to hire you.
But regardless of that, he was talking about... Because I made the point that, like, Claudio was never the best in school, at school, and he didn't go to college for a reason. Like, he barely passed STEM.
The necessity for the actual job at hand, yes.
So he was like, yeah, I know I'm not the best at it, but, like, I did my aptitude test or whatever they call it, the fucking placement test. And I did better on it this time than I did when I was in high school. I was like, okay, well, that's great, Claudio. Maybe you've just been doing more math now that you've been selling cars. Yes. You understand percentages more now, probably. Probably all it is. Probably a little better at reading now that you do it every day. Probably something along those lines, but...
I can't picture Claudio just swindling people. It's like, hey, you trying to buy this car?
Oh, dude, it is the most insane thing because he can't talk to you. He can't talk to you. Like, he is out to lunch 90% of the time.
Yeah, he whispers to you, if anything.
Yeah, the things he says are just nothing. He has no input. Like, you'll ask Claudio, how was skiing? Oh, dude, it was crazy, bro. It was the craziest thing ever. What was crazy about it, Claudio? Well, like, oh, dude, it was sick. If you were there, like, there was, there was this hill, right? And we were on it, and like when we were going up, there was this guy, and he like fell down.
Sick.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, Claude, people fall. It's yeah, but like dude, he really wiped out. It was. What the fuck are you saying, bro? Do you realize that you're trying to tell a story right now, or did you forget halfway through? He baffles me with his conversation skills. So the idea that he can like go into a like position like a car salesman and efficiently swindle these motherfuckers. Like, he'd be telling me about the old ladies, the young bitches, the young dude, all of them. They come in there, he tells them what fucking story they want to hear, he lies to them about whatever fucking car, and he gets them out of there paying way more than they should have. He has to. It doesn't fucking make sense to me. Like, I literally told him, like, Claudio, I would pay your boss to let me just follow you in your job. Like, let me just watch you. That's it. I'll watch you from 20 feet away. I just want to see you do this. Because, like, I'm with you regularly and I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. Regardless, he gets his fucking classes. He's deciding to do his classes. He decided, because of the fact that he was never the best at schooling and he hasn't been in school in a long time, he's going to start slow, and he's going to take this slow. It's a 2-year degree, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of us are well enough aware that most, like, normal courses that expect you to graduate on time want you to have, like, an 8-credit course load every semester.
Yep.
Mine was 15. That was like full time.
I think, well, then maybe it's that, even more
I
than
can't
what
say anything about it because
regardless. Yeah. This dude fucking Claudio said he's going to start with 2.
He's taking 1 to 2
classes.
He's never graduating.
I was like, Claudio, it's going to take you 8 years.
At that pace.
And I was even wrong, because I was thinking it was 8. And you guys are telling me it's more than that. So he's even more fucked than I thought. It's like 16 years. This dude's fucked.
Yeah, he's going to get like 2
for
years
a 2-year degree.
Yeah, he's going to get 2 years in and be like, oh, shit.
He's just going to, because it's going to take him a while to find his way to those numbers. And then he's going to read them and he's going to realize what it means. And he's going to be like,
I've been lied to.
wait a second. And then, like, he's telling me that, like, the person he was talking to told him that, like, doing that, he could finish it in, like, 3 years. And I was just like, and he said 2.5, 3 years. And I was like, that sounds like the military recruiters that tell you, oh, yeah, come on, and we'll give you whatever job you want. Come on, you get to decide. And then the moment you sign that fucking paper, the moment you sign that fucking check, oh, yeah, by the way, fuck your mouth. Fuck you. No, you know, that's all lies that we can legally get away with. You were dumb enough to believe us, so now you're part of the system, you idiot. Like that's what fucking happened. And like, he just hook, line, and sinker ate up. Oh, 3 years, 2 classes a semester. Oh yeah. I did.
Unless he gets the hang of it, and then for the semester he like ups it up
like
a
to the
lot.
point where I said it to him on one of the podcasts, and he literally go, "Oh shit." I was just like, Claudio, man, this is no. You're supposed to think about this before you sign for the loan. What the fuck are you doing?
Pain. So if he takes all those classes that slow, does he not have to pay back the loan until he's fully done? Or is
I don't think that's how that works.
Generally, loans don't get paid back until 6 months after you graduate.
Yeah, but isn't that usually expecting that you're graduating
Within the
on a
actual
normal
time?
schedule?
On time.
I don't think it counts if you're late.
So that means he'd be.
You're fucking 8 years late on a 2-year degree.
So that means he'd be in debt, still not even halfway through schooling.
Debt is gonna build.
Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely not.
At least just file for bankruptcy after you're done. Fuck it. Oh wait, doesn't bankruptcy not get rid of student loans?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one thing that
You gotta love it, man.
Claudia, that's okay.
Can you take on student debt as a business and then dissolve the business afterwards? And use the student loan debt as a business expense because it's training?
This man might be on to something.
He might be.
This is why it's good to
that
have a
down.
Jew around.
Write that
You know
down.
what we were talking about earlier? They're just slightly more schemy than
We
the rest
just
of us,
know.
dude.
We
He just
smell it.
figures it out.
We smell the savings.
Dude, it's just like, you know how Tanjiro sees the line?
Yeah.
They
yeah.
see the line to savings, bro. They're goddamn truffle pig, man.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
Like
can't-
hereditary.
That nose tell you enough. It's not full form, but it's enough.
I don't have the crook, bro.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not full form, but you got a small head, and that thing's not.
You got me. You got me.
I
I got the
You
schnoz.
got the schnoz,
You need to
man.
get your mic.
And in case the accent didn't like tip it off a little bit.
Dude, you ever get Stefan just like slightly disgusted or upset? He gets the Jew one.
Oh
He
my
gets the
God.
Jew groan. It's in there.
It's disgusting.
Ew. Icky.
I don't say icky.
Last time I heard any of that was when he tried to eat the whole like spam can in one go.
That was years ago.
What the fuck?
This might have been before you even came to STEM.
Yes, it was
This
in
in
ninth grade.
I brought in a can of Spam just to, like fuck around and eat some. I took one scoop and it tastes like I ate like physical solidified salt water.
Yeah.
It was horrific.
It was pain.
Do you know how much sodium's in Spam?
I didn't have a frame of reference until then.
There's probably like 4 times the amount of milligrams there are grams of Spam.
Yeah, it's probably salt and then meat
Yeah.
in the ingredient
Yeah,
list.
yeah. It's sodium, dissolved sodium, and then some fake meat.
And then salt rubbed meat.
yeah. And then some dried salt jerky.
Oh, you want to know how much a serving is of spam?
Yeah, fuck how much a serving is, because a serving is going to be like 1 spoonful out of the can. How much is the can? How many servings in a can? That's what I want to know.
Let's start with the sodium per serving. 580
Oh
milligrams.
my fucking Christ!
How much of that did you eat?
500.
I ate 1 spoonful.
Oh.
Yeah.
So probably that much. Probably that
I
much.
got 5 days worth of sodium.
God fucking Christ. That's like eating 4 packets of goddamn ramen.
Dude, Jacob should have ate some of that when he felt lightheaded. He would have been feeling smooth.
Fuck.
There's approximately 6 servings per can.
Told you. I
3,000?
told you. How big is a can of Spam?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
6 spoonfuls.
That's a brick.
That's barely like 6 spoonfuls is like micro dosing that shit. Dude, you could easily 4 scoop a can of Spam.
You could.
Size wise, forget the taste. Like if it was just bland, like it would easy 4 scoop. You'd be cleaning out on the 5th.
4 to 6. Yeah.
The 5th one would be all cleaning, with scraping the sides and shit.
I mean, it depends on how like much you're getting with each scoop. Like,
Spam is fucking solid. You literally slice a chunk and have it on the end of your spoon.
Well, like if you cut it to the size of the tablespoon, it'd be a little bit different. But if you just took out 1 solid scoop,
You know how big a tablespoon is compared to a teaspoon?
that's true.
Tablespoons are fucking fat.
Yeah.
I can't believe this conversation right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, Spam is an easy 4 scoop, and the fact that you're 6 and is microdosing, there's 500 and some milligrams of sodium per serving. There's 6 in that can. Those cans are fucking 2 inches tall, if that.
Maybe, you know, they're wide. Bit of a brick. Jacob, real quick, do you like Spam? Spam.
The ham
Yeah.
thing.
Is he retarded? Or?
I think it'd be a good investment.
No,
For you,
no, no. You're gonna make this dude literally half salt. He's gonna eat 2 cans of that, and he's gonna dehydrate. He's gonna shrivel like a
Yeah,
raisin.
he's gonna have 6 kidney stones by the end of the can.
Nothing. It's horrible for you. Don't fucking eat
sodium
it.
Count. The sodium count. no, this sodium
Jacob,
cal will help
Jacob.
with your lightheadedness.
You know how small cans of spam are?
I usually don't get lightheaded.
You know how small spam is, right? Tiny little cans. There's 6 servings in that. There's 6 servings in that, okay?
6, my ass.
Exactly what I'm saying. Bullshit. You know how much sodium's in one serving? 530 milligrams.
80.
580. There's 6 doses of that.
You eating those?
Absolutely.
Bro, that's over 3,000 milligrams of salt in fucking a 2x1.
So how have you been gaining weight?
Me?
Rice and fucking veggies and
Rice,
chicken.
veggies, beans, and
It's that-
chicken.
It's that chicken. That's what I'm slacking on. I need
Think
more
the rice
chicken.
helps a lot too.
Yes.
I like rice. So
Rice
yeah,
is just calories.
that's all I
What
get.
the fuck were we talking about? Spam being
Spam.
horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did we get to spam?
Because we were talking about like high school days and such. And I was
Oh,
like,
and him munching on spam.
actually no, better yet, we are talking about Jew noises, and that made me think of when he was groaning after eating the spam.
I mean,
They sell
I
spam in single slices at Dollar Tree.
absolutely
that's
not.
horrific.
Dude,
That was my first time tasting it.
Oh my god.
dude.
Horrendous.
Speaking of the Jews, or those who shan't be named,
We're back into it.
Kanye.
Full stop. That's the end.
You know what?
That's all we had to say.
You know what? That's all I had to say is Kanye. No, Kanye actually, he just had a song leaked yesterday. Fucking damn good. 5:30. Fucking.
Oh.
It's just classic Kanye fucking soul music. It's fucking good,
Back to it.
dude. Huh?
I said he's back to it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's trying to win back his reputation somehow.
Dude, my thing is, everything was good until he went on that Alex Jones podcast. Like, everything he was saying was like, yeah, the media made you seem crazy, but like, if you actually listen to what he was saying, like, usually it was just he doesn't know how to articulate shit, but what
Yeah.
he's saying is not fucking insane. Like, like he's talking about the actual physical trainer who, his PT, who has worked with Oprah, has worked with fucking countless NBA people, has worked with the Kardashians, who Kanye showed the text from the guy, Harley, who was saying, I'll have you institutionalized again and drugged up into zombie land. Play dates with the kids just won't be the same.
Jesus.
Literally
I
telling
didn't hear
him
about
just
that.
literally like telling him to stop doing the Trump shit or we're gonna fuck you up again.
Mm-hmm.
Because, by the way, back in the day when he went through his whole bipolar shit and he was getting institutionalized and there was the whole drama of on his meds, off his meds, turns out he didn't sign up for any of that shit. They had him institutionalized, the Kardashian family. And it was that physical trainer who did it. Turns out he's Jewish. Turns out after Kanye called this guy out and he's like, why does this random Jewish physical trainer have this much authority over black athletes, black music stars, black people of influence who make billions of dollars? Why does this guy get to decide what the fuck happens to us? This is kind of insane. It's maybe a little fucking mafia type. That's not insane, especially when you have the proof of it.
Definitely.
And then he goes on Alex Jones and he's talking about Hitler was really cool. And it's like, dude, come the fuck on, bro.
Any reliability he had just went out the
Like,
window.
you went from just saying your shit, the shit that was actually happening to you, and like maybe wording it poorly, to being inflammatory. For no fucking reason other than you thought it'd be funny. You wanted the attention.
Yeah, it was definitely for attention.
It-
He just needs anything to stay relevant because Kanye is just a horrible like egomaniac.
yeah. Yes. Yes.
But that destroys any and all credibility that he has because it's so easy to just chalk it up to Kanye being Kanye. It's just another freak out. It's just him trying to get back into the public eye. And
I mean, well, this is a little different. Because before, he was literally just doing that. Before, he was just trying to get into the public eye. Now he's lost everything.
yeah, well, it's a boy who cried wolf story. It's just he tried to say so much crazy shit that now that he's saying something,
My thing is he never
Based on
really
some-
used to say crazy shit. The crazy shit he got accused of saying was wearing a red fucking hat and praising Trump. That's what was deemed crazy, was the fact that a black man in America thought Trump was cool. That was deemed insane. He had to be bipolar. He had to be crazy.
Well,
There's
that, like,
no
the-
way that this man could be in line with Donald Trump. Because like Joe Biden said, if you're African American and you're even thinking about voting for Donald Trump, you're not black. They're not black anymore. It's just melanin left. It's just gone. They woke up one morning. It was
Brain.
Freaky Friday. They were a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white family. It was fucking insane. What's crazy is the houses that were divided, like, you know, liberal woman, Republican guy, they're both black, and then they just wake up and the dude's just white one day. Just, who the fuck? And just like murders. Just, like, doesn't know. Oh, it's horrible.
I remember before that, everybody was freaking out about him saying that slavery was a choice.
That was pretty wild.
That was.
But that's also one of those things that, like, if
He
you
just
listen to
didn't
what he was
fucking
fucking
articulate it.
saying, he didn't actually mean it was a choice. He means that, like, black people kind of fucked themselves over. Africans, more accurately.
Yeah, like Africans were selling slaves
Like,
to white people.
The
They've
idea
been selling
that
slaves for many, many, many years. They were selling
Like-
them to the Arabs. They were selling them to the Chinese.
they were selling them to each other.
themselves.
like,
Yeah.
like this. There was a reason why the rest of the world was like, let's go there for slaves. It wasn't just out of the fucking blue. Like, for fuck's sake, like, how many people grew up with stories from the Bible, and there's a whole section about Egyptians enslaving another group of people. Like,
Movies about it too. Cartoon ones at that for kids.
damn good ones. Like, such a good fucking movie.
I love that movie.
That being said,
You know.
some plot holes. Some plot holes. Fucking just Hail Married her baby down the fucking river.
Hey. Gotta leave it to
Not
God
to steal
sometimes.
Ari Shafir's joke, but like alligator infested water just in a basket. Just Hail Mary. Fuck it. I'm a slave. Let me toss my newborn child down the river of alligators and crocodiles and other wild beasts. Hope he doesn't get tipped over and drown. Hole in one, right into the princess's arms. What
true
the
miracle.
fuck?
A true miracle.
Dude,
Truly so.
get the fuck
A
out. And
blessing
you
of
know,
God.
you know women when they see baby, oh my God, the baby. And then, you know, this
Definitely.
fucking Jewish slave by the time he was 22 was balding, had a fat fucking schnoz, looked nothing like the Egyptian fucking pharaohs and princes and princesses, but they just kept him around. It's just,
hold on, it's not
yeah,
look
fuck
right.
it, he's a pretty cool guy.
Absolutely not.
Dude, but yeah, that's a valid point. He did say that slavery is a choice shit, but it's just like, he didn't mean slaves were literally choosing to get on the boats.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't route back to his ego, but just his lack of communication.
Yeah, dude, he
Or-
sucked.
Or just, yeah.
And
ability
I think fucking, sorry to quote another comedian, but fucking Shane Gillis describes it the best. Kanye is like a wonderful producer. Like, he is
One of the best.
literally probably the best. Like, he will be remembered in history like fucking Beethoven is remembered in history.
Okay.
Like, he is good at what he does. Lyrics are not his fucking forte. The same way Beethoven's deaf ass wasn't figuring out no lyrics, but goddamn it, he could write a symphony. Kanye's autistic ass ain't the best when it comes to words. If I get bleach on my t-shirt, I'ma feel like an asshole. Come on now.
And that's on his best song, too.
That's on one of his greatest songs ever. And lyrically, it is so subpar to fucking almost anything you know.
It's a travesty.
So, like, that's the thing. He's always been that way. He sucks with words. Let him get the full picture out.
Mm-hmm.
watch and listen to the full picture before you just take one thing he said out of context and be like, he's fucking evil. It's like, no, he just is stupid. Is there no room for like? I forget where you see it, but like it's a very popular quote. But ignorance can look like malice very often when not understood fully contextually. Like ignorance and idiocy can look like malice and like evil doing if you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, if you don't understand the context of it.
Yeah. Like a perfect example is I look at like what our politicians and shit do as like entirely evil. Like the shit that is going on right now is fucking insane. But maybe they're all just idiots.
I would bet my bets on both.
My thing is when you got like Nancy Pelosi, our what is Speaker of the House, and
Nancy Pelosi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have our Vice President, Kamala Harris, waving another country's flag in our Capitol building. Oh, this was like yesterday or the day before when Zelensky came. He came to the Capitol building asking for $47 billion more, telling us that the money that we've given them already is not charity. It's what we're supposed to do. Oh, so he can buy his fucking parents another $8 million estate in fucking London with the cars to match. You know he did that, right? Yeah, he like last month he bought his mom and dad a fucking $8 million estate in London. Oh. But that money's for weapons. And the same javelins and weapons that we've been sending them have all been ending up on the black market. Like, oh, dude, countless images of them. Like, dude, just all the American military arms that we left. And not to mention the $80 billion worth of military arms that we left in Afghanistan, thanks to Joe Biden. Don't forget about that. It's almost like we create our own enemies. It's almost like we just gave Russia one of the most prolific arms dealers ever in history. He's literally known as the Merchant of Death. He has a movie after him known as the Lord of War. Like, and we traded him for a fucking man who plays in the WNBA.
Who also doesn't like.
We traded a person who hates America for a person who hates America to a country that hates America. Take a wild guess what your leaders do. Hate America. It's fucking insane to me. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, like this whole crypto scam, the SBF shit.
I don't know shit about it.
All you need to know is that $10 billion went missing from a crypto exchange. So people who had their money in this exchange and were invested in cryptos. And now, like, there's certain things you can do in cryptos. I forget the term for it, but it's where, like, you can allow the actual exchange to use your money as leverage in other buys and sells. Staking. That's it. And they give you money for it. So, like, if something goes wrong, your money is at risk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was millions of people who were in FTX who were not in staking, who were not in any part of in their terms of service. It literally said, in this agreement, your money will not go to any other investments. It will not be used. It'll be here for when you want to take it out. That didn't fucking happen. All of a sudden, $10 billion is missing. FTX files for bankruptcy the same week that he tweeted, everything is fine with FTX. So, Sam Bankman-Fried, guess what ethnicity Mr. Bankman-Fried is?
Is that our topic of the night?
Yeah. So, it just so happens that, by the way, he was a regular ass guy. He had no money, no nothing, and then all of a sudden, in like 4 years, he made $15 billion. Also, just so happens that right before he started his crypto stuff, his mom just so happened to start a whole bunch of grassroots Democrat funding campaigns. So, raising money for Democrats, except for the fact that she had no way to raise money because she was a random-ass lady with really no job, no access to money. Until like 4 months later when her son became a billionaire. And then all of a sudden her son became the number one donor to Democrat electors in the midterms. Well, Democrat candidates, I mean. In the midterms, in the recent midterms, he became the number one donor.
And how much did he donate?
Like about $5 billion across the board.
That's got to be unfair at some point.
Now, while he was the largest investor in Democrat campaigns, do you know who the largest investor in FTX was? Ukraine government. The Ukrainian government was heavily invested into, because FTX was not only an exchange, they had their own cryptocurrency. And the largest investor into this cryptocurrency is the Ukrainian government, was the Ukrainian government. Just so happened that the billions of dollars that we were sending to Ukraine was getting converted into this currency by their fucking banks. And then, just so happens that a large percentage of it was coming straight back to the Democrat candidates who voted for the money to go there in the first place. Oh, it's money laundering.
It's like a laundry cycle.
Oh, it's money laundering. Oh, that fucking... Oh,
That shit was set on large.
Yeah.
I actually have a little tangent.
Go off,
just to go on for a half a second. So, have you ever heard that like third-party candidates will never win?
Yeah.
It's all because of the funding.
Duh.
They never get funded.
They don't have the money to.
Money talks, baby.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Duh.
What do
You know,
think?
Congress members spend half of their time in service funding for their next campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Campaigning for their next election. Like what are they got? 4-year terms or 6-year terms?
I think it's 6.
It's escaping
but
me
it might
right now.
actually be more.
Let me see real quick. You say
I don't
senators?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure because they need like at least like $2 million or some shit to run a campaign again.
Yeah, I mean that's what the president does 99% of the time.
It's
They're
insane.
just doing things to get votes. That's all they do. They don't
6-year
care
terms.
about what the fuck
6-year
they're
terms.
doing.
So yeah, they spend the next 3 years just hoping for re-election.
yeah.
That's
Not
all they
only
do.
that, so every 2 years during their 6-year terms, at least a third of them have to face election or re-election.
Yeah,
again.
because it's on a cycle.
Yep.
That way they only cycle some of them out at a time. It's insane.
It's sickening.
I think more than changing the term limits, we need to change how old you can be.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. 60 tops.
I'm sorry, but like in your day-to-day life, people who are over the age of 60 are usually seen as like decrepit, insane, incapable of fucking managing their day-to-day life.
Unless they're taking very good care of themselves, but they are the minority.
The only thing keeping our senators going is the blood they suck, okay? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. They don't eat well. You saw Biden fall off the bike. He's not good at what he does. Like, I'd love to see each of them lift a 75-pound kettlebell above their head. I think that should be at the front of the Capitol building, is a 75-pound kettlebell that each Congress member has to one hand above their head. And if they can't, if they crumble under the fucking weight, they get put in a dungeon.
It's part of the passing of the presidency.
Absolutely.
You have to do a physical exam.
Yeah, you should. You should have to. But
You
instead
should have
they
to
just
do like a standardized
Well, that's what they
test,
say
though.
is that Biden's in perfect health.
Stop the cap.
No, like they actually say Biden is in tip-top shape. Like a perfect example is when he got COVID and like the first day he got it, they were like, he's completely fine. He's not feeling any symptoms. And then the second day, it was like, he's already feeling better.
Ain't no way.
From what? You said he
way.
was fine. What's he better from?
Dude had the fastest COVID turnaround of all time.
No, because remember Trump, the doctor said they never saw anybody's body fight COVID like mine. My body fought COVID like no other.
He got rid of it in 20 years.
Trump,
so.
Trump bodied it like Superman, okay?
Well, I mean, have you seen his NFTs?
I mean, come on. Oh, he was money laundering those. They all sold for like above
Oh,
$45,000.
Jesus Christ.
He sold out of them.
He's
Take
getting
a
those
wild guess.
He's getting those campaign funds.
My thing is I think there's better options than Trump. But if it's Trump versus Biden, Trump versus Hillary, Trump versus Kamala, he's the better choice. Whether you like what he says, the state of the country was better.
I completely agree.
Fuck anything else. This goes back to our conversation earlier of emotion and fucking empathy or logic and survivability.
He wouldn't have sent all that money over there.
You know, in our entire lifetime, the only time we haven't been at war is when Trump was president.
Mm.
And he did some ballsy things, too.
He did.
He missile striked motherfuckers and then threw the flag up on Twitter. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, there was one general who he was talking to, and like they were threatening, and they were like, "You don't want to mess with us. We'll do blah blah blah." And he sent them a satellite image of their fucking house, and he said, "Try us." Guess who didn't try shit? And then you have people who like will say shit like, "Oh, Trump was in cahoots with Russia, or he was in cahoots with North Korea," because he went there and talked to them. Look up the interviews and the time he spent in North Korea. There's literally a clip of him calling Kim Jong-un fat indirectly. Like, they're standing at a table, and Kim Jong-un and all of his fucking peoples are on one side, and Trump's on the other, and they got the camera, and they're just filming. And Trump looks at the camera, and he goes, you making sure everybody looks nice, everybody looks good, everybody looks nice and thin? And then smiles right at the camera.
Trump real thick himself.
Oh, yeah, that man is chunky. That man is a fucking big boy. That's eating all them Big Macs.
Yeah.
You know he doesn't drink or smoke? It's just fast food that gets him looking like that.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm. Except he's champing age, unlike Elvis, because he's got those fucking steroids. He's got every fucking medical benefit you could ask for.
I love the visual of like every politician goes back to their home. They're in their pod. They're getting sliced open. New organs being taken out, put back in. They're being just recycled.
You should watch The Island.
It's like the ship of Odysseus.
You should watch
when does
The
it
Island.
Stop being one.
You really need to watch The Island.
The Island.
The Island.
What is The Island?
Ewan McGregor,
Okay.
main character.
All right.
So already it's a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Already fucking amazing. Scarlett Johansson, love interest.
All right.
Banger still.
Well, okay. Well, what's going on?
How much do you want me to spoil? It's an old movie.
Well, we are on a podcast.
Okay. So these motherfuckers, they're in this, like, he wakes up in his like dorm room. It's all white. He opens his drawer. He's got the same pants and suit, like it's the same outfit. He walks out. He's matching everybody else. They're doing their chores. They're eating their food. They're doing whatever. They're in like this capsule. Supposedly, there's a contamination. Outside is uninhabitable. Everybody's here. Except there's one place that's still inhabitable. The island. And that's the paradise. So everybody who's here is waiting on the lottery raffle to get to go to the island. And every week, there's a lottery raffle. And everybody's waiting on the lottery because they want to go to the island. I want it to be my turn to go to the island. Turns out, the island doesn't exist. You people are clones, and you are getting harvested for organs for your celebrity counterparts in the real world.
So it breaks the fourth wall. It's actually in.
No, like they get out of that and they go out into the real world, like not like outside of the fucking movie.
Oh, okay.
Like they get out of the place they're locked in. They go out into the real world. He meets his like original, and like the guy like calls the company. He's like, why the fuck am I looking at myself? Because the company doesn't advertise that it's clones. They advertise that they're like stem cell grown organs.
I like that. I'm gonna have to give it
It's
a
a
watch.
damn good movie.
Definitely.
It's a damn good
You
movie,
know what movie we
bro.
were just watching today? Watching Interstellar.
Oh,
I love.
Still haven't seen it.
oh,
We do have to finish it.
dude,
We
the
got like 10
fucking
minutes left.
song Interstellar. That fucking piano riff is so good, man.
Insane.
You gotta watch it,
I know.
Definitely.
I know.
dude. Oh, dude, that
I was tearing up every time I see it.
that movie is when he's sitting in the cockpit, reading
Yes.
the messages from his door. Oh, dude, Matthew McConaughey murdered that role.
He did.
All right, all right, all right. He's also the guy who's hitting the cigarette like. That's Matthew McConaughey. He's also the Lincoln car guy in the Lincoln car commercials. Be driving all the cars. And be, you ever drive a Lincoln? All right. Just wispy voice,
So he kills every role.
unbuttoned suit. Basically, all Matthew McConaughey is.
Dreamboat.
He's a goddamn babe. But the island, yes, it's they're just
put it down.
harvesting organs. This is
I'll put it
exactly what
down.
you're saying. And like, by the way, there's been plenty of like scientific articles that have like been like, scientists are talking about growing organs to so you can just get them replaced whenever you need a new one. Sounds like you got clones. Because, by the way, we know clones exist.
Yes.
Like,
Dolly the sheep. It was like the 90s.
fuck Dolly the sheep. Barbara Streisand had her fucking dog cloned.
That's true.
Because her dog died. So she wanted another one.
Freaking weird.
And it literally came out looking the exact... Personality's completely different. You train it completely different. Like, sure, it has some the same base instincts, kind of. But, like, comes out looking the exact same. Same birthmarks, same... Yeah. It's weird.
I think they shied away from publicly saying that they clone humans because it would be immoral. That fact. But you know damn well they're doing that 100% over and over in secret.
I'm gonna be honest. You know, like the whole conspiracy theory around like the elites sucking baby blood.
Yes.
You know that's like not a conspiracy theory, right?
Mm.
And like the reason I say that is not because the elites, fuck the elites. Baby blood is like an actually like that's an accepted medical treatment by like Harvard, Mayo Clinic, like places around the fucking world admit that baby blood is very, very good for you.
Well,
It's the stem cells.
oh yeah.
It's just flush with young cells that know what they need to be. Because, like, that's a big thing. Like, that's why, like, as you get older, you end up, like, with hair growing out of spots it shouldn't, and you end up with weird skin spots. It's because you have cells that are forgetting what the fuck they need to be. They're so old, they've replicated in generations that are so fucking long that they don't know what the fuck they're meant to be anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oxygen is a good thing to bring up because oxygen saturation is another method of insane rejuvenation.
Yes.
You guys remember learning about telomeres?
Yes.
Me and him have talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Telomeres are on the end of your DNA or your chromosomes. They're little strands on the end of your chromosomes, and they directly indicate how much cellular reproduction your body can undergo. They're like a fuse, and when they get to zero, you don't cellularly reproduce anymore, and you die.
Mm-hmm.
They put like a group of men aged like 45 to 60
Yep.
into an oxygen room that they pumped with like 2 to 3 times the regular pressure with oxygen about an hour for like, I think it was like 4 days a week. They would do this like an hour a day.
Mm-hmm.
Telomeres increase length by 30%. Your cells, so like when they divide so long, eventually there become cells that just don't divide anymore. They're referred to as zombie cells. They don't do anything. They just exist. They're not dead, but like they're just there. This removes about 80% of those, leaving only young, healthy cells that know how to divide, increases your ability to cellularly divide, increasing how long you can live. And then you just add in a super dose of fucking stem cells to that. Let me put you in an oxygen chamber an hour a day while you're hooked up to a fucking blood transfusion with some nice young blood. Some tells me you're living until about 140 easy.
Guess where they made that breakthrough discovery?
Where?
University of Tel Aviv, Israel.
Go fucking figure. Yeah.
Mr. Wolf, he out there.
No, the reason he says it is because it's Israel. Fucking
It's really
Jew
funny
heaven.
'cause my aunt was actually part of that study. She was part of the people that actually put the whole group of black people inside of oxygen rooms. She was
That's
talking-
fucking sick. That's right. That is right. I thought you were talking about the baby blood study. Yes, I knew that. I knew that oxygen study was in Tel Aviv. I remember reading that was where it was.
Same one that got her PhD recently.
Oh, okay.
Well, how's she doing? How did it affect her?
Not herself. She didn't go into details of what like actual results were, but the same study that you were just talking about is what she did most of the time, apart from actually inducing radiation into several different rats and figuring out how to fix.
Yeah, no, this was actual human trials.
Yeah.
This was like
Oh,
just
so-
putting them in an
So
oxygen.
No,
she
no.
wasn't a part of the group that was
Not
in the
this
chamber?
specific group,
but she
same
did
study.
the same type of study.
Oh,
She's doing the
okay.
same experiment with different variables.
So it was.
It's
super
fucking sick.
absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
all I'm saying is, you give me like $20 million, I can make all of us live until we're like fucking 130. Easy. I promise you. I promise you. You know, the first step? Buying a Planned Parenthood.
Mm.
You have fucking retards walking in there offering, in fact, paying you to take their stem cells. What, you think Planned Parenthood throws all that away? You think they throw the fetuses away that they suck out of these girls? You think that's what they do? I promise you they don't. I promise you it's $1 billion industry. Yeah. I bet you won't find dumpsters full of fetuses outside of Planned Parenthood. I bet you they ship them off in vans and trucks to specific locations.
I love that video of Steve Harvey with the
Yeah.
ice cream chick.
Yes. You've never seen the video of Steve Harvey where the
Fucking
lady
hysterical.
comes on and she's talking about the anti-aging creams and how they're very nice for your skin and they anti-wrinkle. And he's, why is it red? We'll get to that, Steve. We'll get to that.
Oh.
The biggest fake smile on her face the
Korean
whole
baby
time.
foreskin. Now, there's another clip because it's easy to source, because white people feel better that it's not from Americans. That's all. That's all it is.
As long as it's not part of them, it's easy.
As long as it's not us, as long as they're doing it to the other people, I don't really care. As long as the bug men have to fucking work for $3 a month to make my iPhone, I don't really care. As long as it's not my pretty blonde-haired daughter.
Bugman was probably the most brutal thing I've ever heard you say. Jesus Christ. We're going to have to censor that. The one thing we ever censor on this podcast.
No, like, and yeah, they put like baby foreskin into these anti-aging products because of the stem cells that are in them. Like, there's a clip of, I forget what the fucking the one actress, she's one famous brown-haired
Which movies?
white bitch. She was in The Blind Side, the fucking black football player.
Oh my god.
Sandra Bullock, that lady.
There you go.
She was on Ellen talking about the same shit, and Ellen was literally like, "What's in it, Sandra? What's in it? What's in it? It's baby foreskin."
Just the smile, how lax they are when they say it.
Fun fact.
Psychopathic.
Ellen DeGeneres' set is designed exactly like Epstein's Island.
Little St. James, dude.
It
I
is
saw that
designed
shit.
exactly like it. White and blue stripes, palm trees. I'll tell you, she was on the list.
Definitely so.
There's a lot of people on that list.
And she's been looking good for a while.
Oh,
too.
you didn't know Oprah was evil? You never
she
seen those
been known.
pictures of her with Harvey Weinstein? Buddy with that boy. Oh, yeah.
She down with the cause for real.
Down
Mm-hmm.
with the cause, she says.
Here's a fun fact for you guys.
What's up?
So, like, you guys, I remember I talked to you guys about it back in high school. Bohemian Grove.
Dude, I've seen so many videos on that when I was younger. Deep into it.
Bohemian Grove was like real.
How about you, Weekend? We'll go a little bit to the detail for our
Bohemian
viewers
Grove is a thing that was going on like probably well into like well beyond the fucking 1920s. Like this shit is old, but it was like presidents, industry leaders, world leaders from other countries gathering in the redwood forest in California. No women allowed, armed security patrolling the towns nearby. Alex Jones, the guy who's insane, crazy, conspiracy theorist, evil, just so happened to sneak his way into there back in the day before he was ever labeled as insane and crazy, and just so happened to videotape them doing the things they do. Now, a big thing that they do is they feel very confident because nobody's around and there's heavily guarded. They walk around in these little brown fucking robes and more often than not are wearing nothing underneath. And they like to walk around with their dicks out and get to piss wherever they want because they're people of stature and importance and normally they don't get this level of privacy. So it's like a guy's club where they get to just let their dicks hang. Okay? Until night falls, when all of a sudden they all gather in their robes and chant in front of a fucking 30-foot owl statue and sacrifice a fake baby into a flame. There is video evidence of all of it.
We can watch it later. I've seen it.
Absolutely. So what's the purpose? What
So
is
if you go into mythology, if you go into like the Bible and things like that, if you even listen to them, they refer to this owl as Moloch. Moloch is a demon. Moloch is referred to quite often in the Bible. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you were having a pretty big Moloch phase.
Oh, it's
For
fucking...
a
Dude,
while.
I still have it written out. Like, I literally have a thing that's the owl in different branches that...
OVO is the
Archimedes, fucking
That was his big thing back in the day.
Merlin's owl.
Yeah, it was shit. Who's the Greek goddess of wisdom? She had a
Athena.
pet. Athena. She had a pet owl who
Yep.
were her eyes in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
gathering information
Absolutely so.
Now,
and wisdom.
you've read the Bible a little bit, right, or heard stories from it?
I heard stories.
You remember, in fact, you know enough to know about Moses. You remember when Moses went up onto the fucking mountain to talk to God about the 10 Commandments, and he
Yeah.
left the Israelites down on the plains? Do you remember what they started doing?
Idolizing other gods?
Specifically, the golden bull.
Yes.
Do you know who the golden bull was referred to as?
Nope.
Baal. Baal is another demon, one of Satan's right-hand men. Okay? Guess what? Now, granted, Baal in these senses is spelled B-A-A-L, 2 A's.
Oh,
What?
you want me to move out? I got you.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Pause it. I'll wait until you get back.
I didn't know.
That's all good.
You don't gotta move yet. I would probably start your car.
Too late. You already interrupted the middle of my
I know, but I'm
sentence,
about to
you
get
Jew.
down, bro.
Man, you were on a roll too.
Dude, and
Jesus Christ.
we're getting back into it because...
Unless you just put one in the parking lot.
But, like, there was a point in 10th grade where Stefan tried to not be my friend anymore.
I remember that.
Like, he
It
just...
lasted about 2 days.
Yep.
yeah, because I was just like, no. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, he literally was like, I don't think that, like, the way you treat people is all that great. I think you're kind of mean. Just think, like, shit. He didn't think that I was a good influence, basically. And I was just like, Stefan, I don't give a fuck what you think. You're my goddamn friend, and I'm going to talk to you. And, like, to the point where, like, we'd be at lunch in Mr. Harden's room where, like, all of us would sit, and I'd say shit to him, and he would just... and look away, and I'd be like, you're a fucking nerd. And fucking lasted, like, literally probably less than a week, and
Are you-
buddy.
Is it recording? Is
Yes.
it moving?
Absolutely.
It started there. That's
Oh,
all.
okay.
Recent-
Off screen.
No. All that right there, from there to there is what we just recorded.
Oh, it's just zoomed out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all.
Okay.
There. Is that
High
better?
school seems like a blur sometimes.
Good. It was pointless.
It really
Absolutely.
Block it out.
it blows my mind when I talk about like, yeah, back when I was in high school or back when I was in college.
Yeah,
like
it blows my mind that I'm
You know,
Jesus
you know what's
Christ,
crazy? My little brother is going to be a senior next year.
Whew.
This dude has a girlfriend. Like, they already get each other, like, matching PJs.
My little cousin already has a kid, so
Mm,
And
right.
how old is
And
his
then-
said cousin?
2 years younger than me, and then my cousin who is
You got this.
his sister,
Mm-hmm.
my cousin Alexis. So it's Alexis and Alex. Alexis is our age. She was in the same grade as us. She is on her second.
Mm.
Alex is on his first. By the way, he asks my sister and Delissa for money every day.
I bet he does. I'm very sorry.
So
It's crazy, dude. I was on Instagram on my old account and I was looking at people's stories and like looking at old accounts. Fucking Journey has a kid. Tiana has a kid.
Journey got fat.
Journey just got baby weight, dude.
No,
little bit
because she's
farther
not
than that.
pregnant
We
anymore.
call it grown woman weight.
Girl, weight.
I call it a double chin. That's what I tend to call it.
Seen her, I don't follow her.
Oh,
She is like,
no,
her face is like,
like, she has a balloon for a head now. Like, you don't have to see her body. Like, I'm not talking about her body. Her face is big. Like, she looks like a obese woman now. Like, you know how Jito's face hangs? I'm telling you, she has gotten a big face.
I'm telling you, bro, that Christmas, Jito's presence there was the thing that tipped me off for that puke rally.
Gita was like a sleep paralysis demon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Aren't sleep paralysis demons supposed to be tall, black, and slender?
I feel like
What the fuck?
that'd be surprising. So for sleep paralysis,
You ever see the man with the top hat?
I have
that sounds terrifying.
other shit, man. Sleep paralysis.
So like it's really cool. I listened on like a study for like sleep paralysis. This was like trying to tie in like ghosts and stuff. But for sleep paralysis, you normally have a signal that your brain sends to like ligaments, not ligaments, limbs. That's the right word in English.
Turns them off so you don't fucking kick and jump up in your sleep while you're fucking dreaming. And sometimes you wake up before that thing turns off. And then
So
you're
your body-
paralyzed.
Exactly.
This is on, this is off.
So what happens is that you get
And
so
then you're
confused.
still half in dream world too. You're still half
Absolutely.
in your subconscious, so you end up hallucinating.
Absolutely, because your body is so used to how it like moves when it sends those signals that you're telling yourself to get up. It's almost as if your body sees itself in front of you where it's supposed to be at after sending those signals, which is a lot of the time with the confusion and fear that you have in your system currently, how you end up seeing a lot of sleep paralysis demons.
People also end up seeing a lot of their fucking inner archetypes.
That sounds really cool.
That tends to be a thing. So like, and that's more. It's less viewable in things like sleep paralysis, and it's more viewable in things like schizophrenic episodes and people who are like having genuine hallucinations and shit like that. Like, and particularly when they end up engaging with the king archetype, which is like the bringer of light, the guardian, the center, the fucking
The All Father.
yeah, like whatever you want to name it, like the Holy Spirit, whatever like religion they call it, like there's instances where like these archetypes bleed through from our subconscious into our conscious, and it's mostly viewable in these like altered states of mind. And like there's evidence that when these people who are going through like a mental break or these episodes or these psychotic trips, when they engage with the king, the one who is engaging and full of creativity and warmth and generosity, the king who blesses, the one that I was reading about before, fucking it helps them. Like, it helps them reorganize their brain. It helps them heal from whatever trauma they're fucking dealing with. It's fucking insane.
Definitely.
Which is wild because they're just tripping balls. See, like, in, like, the psilocybin studies where they help veterans who are, you know, suffering from PTSD, and they like, here's a psychedelic dose of fucking psilocybin. Here's a VR headset where we recreated the exact scenario you developed your trauma in. Now we're going to put you in here. Because of the psilocybin, there's no learned fear. You're able to engage with the scenario again without the fear response and work through it effectively. That makes sense.
Truly.
That, like, in a process manner makes sense. Me tripping balls and meeting the king and then feeling better afterwards doesn't make sense to me.
It's called enlightenment.
Yeah, it is. This is why meditation fucking blows my mind.
Dude,
You literally just think your balls off and be like,
This is it.
figured out eternity.
I started getting into like Buddhism.
Of course.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Not like as a religion, but just because I'm interested in it.
Mhm.
And it tipped me off to meditation, and I started doing it for 14 minutes every single day.
Mhm.
And I was laying on my yoga mat meditating, and it was like during a very particularly like angry point in my life. I was just like full of rage towards things, and I was laying there, my head cleared, I felt euphoric, like weightless, and then all of a sudden the sensation of a water droplet fall and then hit water, and then the ripples went throughout my entire body, and it was like that. It literally felt like I transformed into a new human being, and after that the rage like subsided.
It's actually really sweet because
It
it's
was
really
fucking insane.
that's super similar to how I explained it to you.
See,
while I
now
was still going.
that makes more sense. That makes more sense than engaging with the king. Because, like, that I understand as, like, that was literally like a mental refresh, and your body just put it into, like, a physical way for you to understand.
Well, yeah,
what
dude,
was
and then I looked up the symbology of water, and it's like, well, it's fluid. It's always changing.
Yeah.
It's like it's a refreshment. It's new. Like
Yeah.
I am reborn, quote unquote, reborn.
baptized, anew,
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
born again.
I've been cleaned.
Yeah, it's
Should definitely
that type of stuff. And, like, I get how it can make sense, but, dude, I just don't experience anything like that in my day-to-day. Like, I don't experience any, like, out-of-mind, like, experiences.
I mean, it was the first time it ever happened.
Yeah, I need to start meditating, but, like,
Me and Tam also meditate. a
I
lot.
can't sit still long enough.
I mean, meditation doesn't have like
I
a
don't
single form.
meditate in a still place. Like I can like sit here right now and start meditating. I don't close my eyes or anything.
It's all
I
about
put
what you
myself into a
consider.
trance state.
Huh?
Going into trances during multiple times of the day, like driving and stuff like that. That's a meditative state.
That's
So
just like flow.
Yeah, that's different than, like, clearing your mind of all thoughts.
I can do that too.
So yeah, you don't have
That-
to like
that-
sit in a certain.
I
position or
understand
anything.
that fucking pacing is good for me because I'm moving forward. It's the same thing that driving is. Like, that's why we pace as creatures. Like there's plenty of psychological studies on, like, taking a patient out into a garden and walking with them and having them talk through their issues as opposed to them sitting still and talking about it. It's easier for you to do it because in that motion of forward, your brain keeps moving forward. So, like, it's the same thing with driving. That's why people like to drive to clear their fucking mind. I understand that. I'm talking about sitting down for an hour and a fucking half, doing nothing but focusing on my fucking breathing.
I mean, an hour and a half is excessive.
5 minutes, like just.
Yeah, I love breathing techniques. I can make your fucking whole body go warm right now.
We spoke of this.
Yes, I know. I fucking praise this goddamn breathing technique because it fucking works.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 inhales and an exhale. The first inhale bigger than so you want to get as much as you can on the first one, and then you want to try and gasp as much as you can on the second one, and then exhale. Do that a few times. I bet your whole fucking chest gets warm. It's called a physiological sigh. You do it subconsciously all day, every day, but it's like it is the most direct way naturally to reduce anxiety.
Oh yeah, I was doing it many times on my way here.
Anytime you're stressed, To the point where, like, the main time I would use it was when I was, like, playing Apex. You get down to, like, the final 5. You're sweating your fucking balls off. Heart's going a fucking mile a minute. I'd literally get to a corner, do, like, 3 of those. All of a sudden, my heart's chilling. Focused. Win the game. It turns everything down. Reduces the shake in your hands.
The only breathing style that I tried was like box breathing because it helps with my headaches.
Is that like the counting up and counting down?
Forward and let it out forward, let it in.
Okay.
They do that. Oh, they fucking love that one in boot camp all the time.
That one's pretty solid.
Warrior toughness.
That
Also have migraines, so.
Perfect.
the
There you go.
physiological sigh and the 30-second focus on a point are like
Yes.
the 2 best things I've ever learned.
Yes. That thing. Like refocusing your fucking mind on, like, if you're reading and like you notice that like you're not really picking up the words, literally stare at a point. Pick a point, stare at it for 30 seconds. Do everything you can to focus on that point. As soon as you notice your fucking mind drifting, focus on the point again. Do it for 30 seconds. Go back to reading. I promise it's the easiest fucking reading you've ever done in your life.
Doing that before meditation is like a fucking superpower.
That makes sense.
Makes it way easier to focus on your breath.
It's
That
your
makes
homework now.
sense.
You gotta meditate more.
Why are you talking through your shirt?
There's already a pop filter on the mic, man.
Yeah, come on, guy.
I'm just skeptic all the time. I'm sorry.
Oh, trust me, it's not. If you want to, you can crack that window.
I got intrusive thoughts just punch through the window. But
Trust me, I don't think
I'm making it. Don't worry.
I don't think I'm boxing this room enough with my one bong hit, and I definitely don't think secondhand is ever gonna register on a fucking drug test. Jameer used to take drug tests for his job, and used to sit in the car with me and Tymir as we would hotbox it every day. It's probably frozen.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
He used to sit in the car as we would hotbox it every day. And I'm telling you, there's days he even got, like, high. Like, because I'm telling you, we'd be in there for 3 hours, me and Tymir just blowing it in his face as he had his hoodie tied up. And it was just like, but, like, I'm telling you, never once did he ever read positive on a drug test. Because we'd literally ask him, he'd tell us when he was taking them. And he'd be like, did you pass? And we'd be like, dude, I'm chilling. Oh, fuck, we tried our best to get you to fail that fucking thing. That man won't answer me, bro.
So,
Tymir been acting like a bitch, too. I hope you hear this, motherfucker. Fuck you.
So I found
Oh, God, I want to fight that little man.
his brother's dad down in Virginia.
Who?
Tymir's.
What the
He was a cashier at a Champions. The way I
How
found
did you even know?
I didn't. So it was Black Friday, right? I go out on shopping and I go to Champions. They got like a get one hoodie, another one free. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I love hoodies. I fucking grab everything up and he looks at me. He's like, you got a phone number for this? And he like keeps staring at me. I was like, try my old one, 216. Like, oh, you from Cleveland?
Oh,
It's like,
no.
yeah. It's like, what school did you go to?
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I was like, STEM? He's like, you know Tymir? And I was like, ain't no way this is happening right now. There's no way.
I am 500 miles from home. Ain't no goddamn way.
And I asked him.
Who in the...
I was like, hey, so it's like, Tymir, okay? Because like, he never fucking talks to anybody at this point, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he posted the whole thing. It's like, give me a year, I'll be back. I definitely thought he was going like jail or some shit like that.
No. No.
Like, I'm okay.
No, he just.
No, I know what happened. And I'm about to air it out because bro don't want to fucking talk to me. Straight up and down.
Does it have to do with school?
No, it has to do with... All of a sudden, I text him, like, after I got all this set up, after I recorded the first one and was getting ready to upload it, like, ready for him to actually be on one of the podcasts. I sent him a picture of the fucking podcast on Instagram and said, hey, yo, when you gonna be on one? Didn't even open it. This was on Instagram. Now, by the way, he's viewed my story every time I've posted on my story since then.
Got ghosted, dog.
Just being a dickhead.
Being weird.
For what? You're not busy. I see your fucking Twitch stream notifications. I see you sitting in the house at your mama's house playing a fucking game. You ain't busy.
You ain't got nothing to go on.
You texting bitches on Instagram ain't that fucking important.
Maybe he's just on the grind.
He's not.
to get
I
him
see him playing the fucking game.
You ain't gotta know his business. Maybe it's in the interwebs. I'm talking. Maybe he's.
I told you last month about some croffles.
Oh yeah,
I
you
like
told.
croffles. Let's go get some.
What the fuck are croffles?
It's a croissant waffle.
That sound pretty
You gotta expand your horizons. I haven't tried it yet. I need.
I
to.
just be
We should all go get
killing
croffles.
some croissants.
We should get croffles at some point.
Do it.
Where the fuck are croffles?
It's a place in University.
Is it called croffles?
No, it's
I was
called
about to
the
say.
Sweet Spot.
Alright.
They got croffles.
I like regular croissants. Some chocolate croissant.
I like croissants
Shit
as well.
kills.
Yeah,
Basic
chocolate
croissant,
almond.
like a buttered
Oh,
croissant.
yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Kill it.
That's
Butter.
good too,
Kill
bro.
it.
Butter.
Yeah, but Tamir been annoying me because like he ain't got shit better to do than he can come over here for 2 hours. Like I will pick you up, dog.
Definitely.
Like I don't know if he expects you to like out him for all this shit.
Oh,
What?
he sure as shit don't, and he's gonna be annoyed if he hears this.
Mm.
But I don't fucking care, cause I'm annoyed. Now he knows how it feels.
Yeah.
Oh, Tamir, the guy who doesn't give a shit about nobody else, and the only people who remain his friends are the ones who just try their damnedest. I don't give a fuck. Piss him off one good time. At least then he'll have a reason to come over here. Fucking come over here and try and fight me with his little ass. Pick him up.
Ah,
Oh, fuck.
uppies.
I'm gonna pick him up and wrap him in Christmas wrapping.
Sit him down.
Sit him down right fucking there in that chair like Claudio was posted up that one time he was vomiting. Yep. I'm gonna have Tamir post it up.
that photo?
Oh, it's the greatest.
Oh.
Claudio's pants are down. He's got a trash can. His arms are hanging over like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Down,
it's one of
piece
my
of bread on
favorite
his
Piece of
legs.
bread on his lap. It's great. It's great.
Was that also the night that like I threw up, or was it close to that?
It was around there, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
my god.
Because that was like a long weekend type shit.
Yeah, there were a couple times where we all went over that feel like a blur.
Dude, I love that.
It was
I know,
great.
it was one of
This
my
is the
favorite
best
times.
shit.
I have the best nostalgia for that time.
Dude,
Definitely.
that apartment just
I miss
holds
it
got
so much.
memories.
I miss it so much.
I enjoyed that place.
Absolutely.
It's time to move on now.
Simpler
Time
times.
to grow up and move on, fellas.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Simpler times.
No, but I really do love Tamir as one of my best friends, and I wish he would stop being such a fucking asshole for no reason.
Just hoping he might come around still.
No, he won't.
He's a stubborn.
He's
old
literally
bull.
said this is how he was gonna be since like 9th grade. He said after this, I'm not talking to none of y'all.
He did tell me that.
At least he was honest. There she goes.
Like,
Hey, you can't say he didn't keep his word.
he annoys the fuck out of me though. Cause like there was a lot attached on the end of that. What else he said he was gonna do beyond just not talk to us? I think it's something around the age of what was
Oh.
it, 26 or
Yep.
36? I can't remember.
I don't think it can be mentioned.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
and it's
kept- he
like,
always said
why
that.
not live as much of a life until then? By all means, if you want to run that route, do it. But you're going to sit in your fucking mom's house in the same room as your little brother all the way until then? Come and hang out with your fucking boy who ain't been in town in 2 fucking years. Come see all 3 of them.
Definitely.
No, it's too much work for me to get picked up.
All you gotta do is step outside.
Oh, because there was a point in time where I was planning on giving him my Ford Focus when I was going to get the LS. Simply because he didn't have a car. I was just like, hey, fuck it, here you go. Trell told him, and he said, "Ew, I don't want that piece of shit."
He didn't.
Guess who still doesn't have a fucking car?
Oh, man.
That Ford Fuckers had legendary memories.
That
in
bitch
it.
still drives.
Oh my god,
That bitch is sitting in the back.
that's beautiful.
Like, and
It's frustrating, truly.
because I understand what it comes from. It's that same stubborn fucking mentality that a lot of people in black culture have, that they can't receive help from fucking anyone. It has to be them, their own, and no one else. And if they receive any help from fucking anyone, it's not fucking real. They didn't fucking do it. It's like, dude.
It's a struggle mentality. They just want to feel like they made it out the mud.
But that's the thing. You're not doing anything to get out the mud. You're sitting in the fucking mud with your goddamn legs crossed, wondering why you smell like mud.
You're not
Crisscrossed.
scooping up mud. You're not trying to clean it up.
You're not learning to stand. You're not fucking trying to swim. You're fucking sitting down with your legs crossed, waiting.
It's like the one meme where it's like the dude crying with his face on top of the water, but it zooms out, he's just sitting there, crouched.
Yes. Reminds me a lot of the comic of the fucking stick in the spokes. They're just fucking themselves in their own mouth and being like, oh, it's fucking, the world hates me.
Yeah, I was having
No,
this-
you're just lazy and you fucking do shit the dumb way. When, like, dude, this is not me fucking helping you in any way, bro. Maybe if I had like a few thousand followers and I was like, Tamir, come on, come and promote some shit. Like, okay, then by all means you say, no, I don't want handouts. I'm literally saying, come and record in my spare bedroom for the fucking 15 viewers that are going to watch 3 minutes of the podcast. Just come and hang out.
Yeah, the stakes are
Smoke some weed. Drink some. You ain't driving. No, in fact, the only time you'll talk to me is when it's to ask me for weed.
You should put into like some like Olympics for that weed. It's like, I got you the best.
No, it's just I'm gonna leave him on fucking delivered like he does me. Trust me, I don't care about sales that much. He don't pick up often enough.
He finna go on an insufficient za.
He can go get some fucking East Side shit for double the price for half the quality.
It's called stonks.
I'm sorry. Since we stopped, I've only learned how good of a job we were doing.
Dude, that weed was so fucking nice. So nice, dude. And we weren't even that good at it.
Dude, if we had a good house, Stefan,
Dude, we could have blown that shit
we
out.
would have been fucking, it would have just been,
Would you ever do it again?
yes,
Yeah, I would.
given the opportunity, I think me and this man could murder some shit again.
You should like start near like about when I'm about to get out, right? And then as soon as I get out,
He's gonna be our fucking,
or test.
no, he's just all our investment. He does none of the work. He does no work.
I reap all the profits.
He just reaps fucking reward.
Let's open up your place and then we open up a bakery right next door.
That's fucking brilliant, dude.
Dude.
we open like a third shop in the back.
We'd
It's just
get
fused.
everybody stoned as they walk in. They'd walk out and be like, damn, cookies? Cookies? I like cookies. Let me get some brownies with my cookies.
Yeah, I was talking to a fella.
My thing is I wouldn't want to run a dispo.
Yeah, that's a shit ton of work. I was talking to a fellow who shall remain unnamed
Uh-huh.
about the size of a grow, and the general consensus is that the smaller it is and the fatter you can fill the rooms, the better, because the
Yeah.
overhead is going to be significantly smaller. On the Wednesday before I came down here, he showed up to the shop while I was finishing up an order, and he slipped me fucking 25 20s $500. And he was like, here's a little, Christmas bonus. I see the work you're doing and I really appreciate it. Like when you said you were going to put in the work, you really did. So I appreciate it. 2023 is going to be fucking killer. And he just left.
There you go. Fucking banger. So where's my cut? As producer of the
Your
podcast,
cut of existing.
you need to pay me. Yeah, I exist. This is in favor to all of you. I don't know why I'm not collecting allowance.
Yeah, like you're going to make
Jesus
60K
Christ.
on this one
I'm
episode.
basically Jesus, and for you guys to even be spending time with me,
Jesus.
no,
It's going to cost.
I fucking. That's sick. That's sick that like T's actually blessing you like
No,
that.
it's
because
nuts.
you're working your ass
It's
off.
so
I know
crazy.
you are.
And like he's floated the idea of like a raise by me a couple times. And once we start making more money, I'm definitely going to ask him for it because I think I deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he knows too. But like I'm like an actual manager of an entire sticker company.
Yeah.
I'm the only employee. He just sends me orders and communicates with customers, and I do everything else.
How much profit you be making off the sticker shit?
I still get
Do you make
paid by
like
the hour.
commission? Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I would be getting paid less if I did commission. He told me, he was like, our biggest expense right now is you. He hasn't lowered my pay.
Good. He's only thinking about raising it. Good.
Yeah.
You sound like my
Absolutely
fucking sister. Only difference is you're not fucking T.
I'd like to keep it that way.
Jules is fucking her boss. Granted, they were fucking before he was her boss. Then he just paid, like $1.7 million to buy the company she worked for.
Yeah, so have you met this dude yet? Have you
Oh
like, hung
yeah,
out
we were
with him?
talking about God of War last time I saw him.
Let's go.
How did you like the game? Actually, no, we talked about this.
Guess ethnicity. Huh. I wonder. Hey. You think that? You think I'm making shit up? Guess what he did before he just decided to do fucking multi-million-dollar business gentrification in fucking Cleveland.
No.
He was on Obama's fucking campaign team.
What?
Yeah. Connected much? Fuck you.
All I see is the
Who do you know, motherfucker?
I don't.
You goddamn
Why do you
liar!
think I'm still poor?
This dude's lying to me. He's just here to watch me. That's all he is.
I'm an
He's a
agent.
goddamn double agent, and I know it. This fucking
Well, if I'm a double agent, then I'm at least on your side.
no, you're against me. You're pretending to be for me, but you're actually working for
That's
them.
just a single agent. If
I
I'm a
guess
double
so.
agent,
You're an
then I'm
agent
working
for
for
them.
you too.
Okay, but I think you're an agent for me. This is a cult.
It could
Don't
go-
you
It
realize?
could go either way.
We're all like changing the world here. This is world-changing stuff.
I love going on. I love going on fucking Twitter and like seeing comments about the Jews ruling the world, and I'll post some insane shit like, yeah, we actually go to the moon and like gather in this huge stadium every Tuesday
Dude, be
to like
so
talk
sick.
about the world events.
Be so sick.
Just insane shit to like piss off schizos.
No, you could just say actual shit and piss them off.
Yeah.
Just be like, yeah, get fucked, pussy. Your politicians, your Christian politicians, are gonna send another $3 billion to Israel this month. Eat my dick.
Well,
just hit them with that, and they're gonna cry.
All-
They're gonna
all I'm
lose their
saying-
fucking minds.
all I'm saying is that if it were real, I wouldn't be here.
Just say, good luck with your border wall, pussy. I'm gonna go hide behind mine.
Yeah, I would not be present if there were some grand conspiracy. I would be gone.
Oh yeah.
I would not be in
The
Cleveland.
idea that like basic fucking, but that's the thing. I think Dave Chappelle says it the best. It's the rules of perception. If they're black, it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. And if they're Jewish, it's a coincidence, and you're not supposed to bring it up ever again. It's like nobody's saying that every fucking Jew runs the world. But the idea that a group of Jews who are buddy with each other, who just so happen to be the heads of their fucking industries, are not going to go towards the more profitized angle is fucking stupid. Every other group of fucking people does it.
Yeah.
But the Jews are just so good-hearted, they'd never. They dealt with the Holocaust. Why would they ever do something evil?
It was planned.
You're being anti-Semitic.
The Germans had to pay for World
You
War
can call me
One.
whatever
Why
you
would they
want.
do anything evil?
Dude,
How could they?
how could they?
They're innocent. They're the victim.
Dude. Like, it's baffling.
It's ridiculous.
I wish you were fucking hooked in. That being said,
So do I.
I'm not uninclined to believe that Julis's boyfriend isn't. The man was on the fucking
knows
Obama
somebody.
campaign team.
He knows
Obama
somebody.
campaign team means you're fucking linked in with the Bidens and the Clintons.
That's too much.
The
They're
Clintons have made more money than any fucking family in politics ever has. They went from like worth like $30,000 to like $320 billion.
I call it profit.
If I am even like remotely correct about this, in Arkansas when Bill Clinton was either senator or governor, there was a huge cocaine smuggling conspiracy there, and like kids got shot over it and killed.
Yeah, I heard
Because
about
they-
this.
Kids on the train tracks? Because the Clintons were rumored to be a part of that too.
On the train tracks?
Yeah, there were these missing two boys who ended up on some train tracks one night. They were just playing around.
The
over there.
Clinton body list
They
is...
ended up dead, completely dead, and people around town were saying the Clintons had something to do with it.
I believe
Because
so,
they were
and
on
then-
government territory.
Yeah, and like the police were very deep into the conspiracy and they were trying to hide it. Yeah, I believe so.
The amount of Clinton associates that just so happened to go up in flames.
Isn't there a website that's just the Clinton body count?
Yeah, there's literally a website dedicated to the list of people who were affiliated with the Clintons that just so happened to die mysteriously. And it lists how they die as well. It's fucking amazing. You just read it and you start laughing. It's like plane crash, plane crash, plane crash, plane crash, shot in the back of the head, suicide, shot in the back of the head, suicide, hung himself with stab wounds in the back while shot in the back of the head, ruled suicide, FBI closed the case. Like, it's the great... Plane crash, plane crash, plane crash. Like, it's the greatest thing in the fucking world. It's so stupid. Like, for instance, one of the Kennedy sons, he was going against Hillary as senator of New York. The only reason she won is because his plane fucking went down into the Atlantic.
All of the Kennedys are cursed.
Fuck cursed, they got murdered. It literally just got revealed that the CIA actually killed JFK. Like, this is real. This actually just got confirmed. The CIA did it. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
No, you guys don't even know. This happened like last week.
Nobody knows and nobody will care.
Nobody
and it will
gives a
got-
shit.
be
The same way
forgotten.
Epstein was fucking murdered, nobody gives a shit. His wife was convicted of child sex trafficking to no one. Who'd she sell the kids to, guys? FBI? Any luck with the fucking 80 cameras that were on fucking Old St. James? Come on now. No? Okay, I guess not.
The FBI fell asleep.
Oh, that's right. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. How could I forget? That's what's important. Fucking Kanye's a Nazi. God damn it.
Did you see that he got his art degree revoked?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I seen, boy. They're fucking hiking up a trail.
Yeah.
Crazy nationalist, religious mindset, fucking hates the Jews. Got his art degree revoked. They're checking these fucking marks like it's a goddamn baking sheet.
Yeah, next he's going to try and bring back the Charlie Chaplin mustache
Oh my God!
gosh.
You know he's actually going
as
to
a
do
fashion trend.
it. You think you're saying that, but he already was saying Hitler's good. If you think he's not gonna pull out the fucking mustache at some point, you're wrong.
Look, guys, you could be nice with a Hitler mustache.
Oh my God, dude! Doesn't this match my boots? He's good. If you think the new imperialist fucking outfit is not going to be fucking
Easy.
Yeezy instead of Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton this time, you're wrong. like,
Are we gonna get into the Balenciaga?
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
I was
want.
gonna ask about that.
That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to bring up earlier. That's what we got broken up on. That's why I was bringing up Baal.
Okay, continue.
Ooh,
Baal, the
okay,
demon.
Okay.
So Baal is spelled Baal. So, granted, take it with a grain of salt. So if you take Balenciaga, put it into Google Translate, not as English, but as Latin, and add one A, do you know what it says? You know what it translates to in English?
Bow.
Baal is the king.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh. It's the same designer company that hires human sacrifice designers who like to post, like, they're one of their top designers is this weird fucking blonde bitch. I forget her fucking name. Somebody look her up. I need to find this bitch. Oh my god. There's gonna be a moment of silence while I find this bitch.
It's all good. I keep thinking of like what the title of the podcast is gonna be.
I'll figure that out when I'm
And it's
re-listening to it.
It sounds like just what the title is, because like we have one central focus point, and it was Jews, and off of that we spent into so many tangents.
Kanye is king.
Kanye is king. I like that.
Suck my balls.
Kanye is king.
Oh my god. Of course, I can't find this cunt. I had Nadia look her up because, like, I had Nadia look up her position because I was looking at a thing that was talking about her, and I was like, just to make sure this is accurate, Nadia, look up this position at Balenciaga. She looked it up. It was the chick. And then I started reading about the chick. Loves to do things with children. She has a picture, like one of her main profile images is her with red, blonde hair, red lipstick, red eyeshadow, red fucking outfit, and 2 red babies covered in fake blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're fake babies covered in fake blood. One of the head designers at Balenciaga. She's also, one time, posted a probably under 13-year-old girl bound and gagged on a chair just in a living room. Like in a basic living room, like there's shit strewn about. Like this is not something that was like a photo shoot. Like this was some random ass blurry fucking picture of a little girl bound and gagged, and she was just like, I love things like this. This stuff it fills me with so much joy and pleasure. Like shit like that. Like she's sick in the fucking head. Works at Balenciaga, one of their top designers. Balenciaga also recently had the ad campaign where the kids were holding the bondage bears.
And strewn about the sets are like demonic pictures and scribblings and words like, you know, like ball is king.
Yeah,
shit
and
like that.
There's fucking the fake blood one was insane. Not a lot of people have seen that.
I
They
haven't
were
seen it.
giving bags where like people would order their teddy bear and then it would come in their fucking fancy ass Balenciaga bag, and inside of it they dripped fake blood in it on top of your shit. What the fuck are you doing?
Wait, what?
It's got to be a ritual of some sort. It's got.
That's the only thing I can think. Like what? Like this is my thing, right? If you have these people worshiping demons like Moloch and Baal, like I understand there's like the artsy side of shit. You want to be an aesthetic. It's different when like you're keeping it secret, you're cult-like with it, and it's the most important people around doing it. Does this mean demons and like angels and shit are real? Like what the fuck? Like, can we just go back to science and chemistry and shit? I don't want demons to be real, but you people keep on playing with this shit, and I can't seem to fathom that it's just for shits and giggles.
Jason, do you want me to feed your schizo meltdown?
Oh my god.
Hey.
So 2 of my coworkers are from outside the United States. One of them is from the Dominican Republic, and the other is from Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them have very frequent talks about how the United States is horribly desensitized and often don't see paranormal activity that goes on in other countries.
Fuck my ass.
So one of them is very into UFOs and like objects in the sky.
Oh no, my thing is Bob Lazar fucking opened my eyes to UFOs.
And the other one is into like energy transfer and possession.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's told
My
me
thing is I don't believe in ghosts.
well, like she's told me a story of like this one time she was just coming out of her house in Venezuela and saw a woman who looked possessed, like naked,
That
like
could be crack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was absolutely crack. But the one thing that she
saying.
said that like really tipped me off to it was that she was speaking in multiple voices, like multiple tones in her voices.
Yeah,
like
there's
a man's voice, a woman's voice, and like another one.
Yeah, there was like a 6-year-old girl one time who like swore up and down that she was from like some town in like Germany or some shit. She was like some little British girl. And like she was like, "No, I'm a 60-year-old woman. I'm from Germany." And like they took her to the town that she named. She started pointing out like the restaurants, the places, like she knew where the fuck she was. Started talking in German to people.
Huh.
I've heard of a case like that.
Dude, it blows my fucking mind. And like there's also instances where like people hit their head and then like
They become
speak a different fucking language.
So like speak it like without ever hearing it before.
yeah, and you're purely fluent in it.
Like entirely.
That should be such a fun study on like how languages actually originated.
Like,
That just
do you
means-
remember when I think it was Miss Lou, she showed us the one about like people who would talk, but like they can think words, but the words don't come out.
Yeah.
So they just say fucking gibberish.
Yeah.
And they don't know they're saying gibberish.
To them,
It-
they know what they're saying.
That's an aphasia.
It's got to be something like that, man. Like it's like you're just hitting fucking centers of your brain that you don't access. Because I don't know if you're aware, that's all language learning is it's not learning to make sounds, it's learning to not make sounds.
I like that.
Because like as a baby, you make every fucking noise. The issue is you need to make specific noises, so you drop the other ones. That's why learning new accents is so fucking hard. It's because like you've dropped those noises; those are in the subconscious. It's fucking weird.
That's so cool. Yeah. Back to not wanting demons to be real.
Yeah, I don't, man.
You know what I really want to know? A lot of the stuff hidden in the Vatican.
Yeah, bro,
I'm so
no.
The Vatican is deep.
The Vatican is evil. It's a
know.
lie. They are not good people. Have you
know.
seen the shit there? Their fucking main prayer hall is shaped like a fucking serpent.
What?
Dude,
It's,
bro,
it's
I'm telling you, it
terrifying.
looks exactly like a serpent.
It's one of the things
fucking-
I don't talk about too much.
Yeah, for good reason.
Scary movies, like,
It's all every single movie that has the Vatican in it. It's
any
always
religious
negative,
Scary movie is the Vatican.
or some form of priest or something like that.
I mean, the kid diddling isn't a good track record.
Yeah.
But what the fuck?
Yeah.
Let me see that. Let me see that.
And by the way, I'm going to zoom in on that fucking... Looks like a snake, sure don't it?
Oh, it
It's
does.
too modern to be the Vatican. Like,
Oh yeah,
it looks like
now,
some.
Now I want you to look at that thing back there on the stage.
Fuck am I looking at?
Oh yeah.
Like a tree demon?
They claim that it's Jesus.
Jesus don't.
I
look like
promise
that.
you.
Jesus
let
does
me
not
let me
look like
see.
that.
Jesus didn't grow out of a tree. He's not a fruit.
No. You look at it. It's demons and Satan coming out of hell. Like he has the fucking goat head. Like I'm telling you, it's not Jesus at all. It is demons coming out of the fucking ground.
What's the main one?
Dude, I need to figure out what this fucking hall is called. Oh,
Why they can't just be outright about it though?
oh, because
Demons, just fuck with demons.
Because the most loved religion in most of America is Christianity, and to believe that most of the most important people follow the exact opposite of what the teachings of that religion
there you go.
makes them go crazy.
It's so crazy.
Also, if other people find out that demons are real, then we're gonna have demon battles,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and they want to keep their position of power. So if I can summon up a demon as a
That's
stand,
supposed to be Jesus.
Let me see.
That's supposed to be Jesus.
it's like it's like a statue you would find in a castle in Dark Souls.
That's not holy. That's not good. That
me
is
see
You know what that looks like?
that
Remember
shit is fucking evil.
the movie we watched.
You
the most
cannot
recent one?
convince me otherwise.
Like them trying to summon a demon from a well, and it
Wasn't
look
that the Vatican movie?
And look,
yeah,
look,
and it looks exactly like that.
Dude, what was the name of that movie?
I don't know.
look. All I'm saying is the Vatican is fucking beautiful. It has a lot of history. I'd love to go. I will never do it.
No.
They are their own country. They have their own police, their own laws. Nobody gets to tell them what to do, and nobody tries to.
That's the interesting part.
It's the
why?
real interesting
Why?
part.
Why can't anybody tell? them
It's
what to do?
because it's Jews don't run everything. The Catholic Church does.
Definitely.
It's just Jews have a good mob hold on fucking American media and politics.
They're just like
But
Disney.
this spans beyond
Yeah.
just money and
No,
politics.
Disney wanted to be that. They didn't reach
Yeah,
it.
they were very open about it.
DeSantis was like, by the way, fuck you, Disney. Dude, DeSantis, the GOAT. Did you guys hear what he did?
No.
Tax-free on all baby products. Tax-free on animal food.
Oh.
And I think, and they cut all state toll fees in half. Permanently.
When was that?
Like last month.
I mean,
By the way, fun fact about Florida, they have about a population of like 22 million, I think it is.
okay.
Arizona has something like 7 million. I think Nevada has about, I think they have like 9 million. So both of them together don't have as much of Florida. Florida, during the midterms, had a hurricane before and during the midterms. So they had 2 fucking hurricanes. They counted all of their votes before the next day. Do you know how many days it took Nevada and Arizona?
I'm going to take 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks for the win. United Nation.
Huh. Now, I forget which state it was, but there was one state where it was 2 female representatives who were the main candidates. One was a Democrat, one was a Republican. Carrie Lake was the large supposed winner. She was the Republican, and like she had been campaigning, people had been loving her. All of her social media posts have millions of more engagements than this chick's. Like, it's insane. All of a sudden, on the day that the ballots were being counted, or the days, the Democrat candidate was in the ballot rooms. There's video evidence of her in the ballot rooms. What the fuck are you doing in there? You're not supposed to be in the building, let alone in those rooms.
And how should you get past security?
Unless you were let in. Unless there's actual foul play going on. All of a sudden, there's an actual lawsuit going on. And Carrie Lake is suing the Democrat because the Democrat won all of a sudden, as you'd imagine. And took her to court. The lady tried to have it thrown out. As, you know, it's nonsense, it's nonsense. The judge was like, hell no. Turns out 50% of the Democrat fucking ballots are apparently illegal. Like, they're not filled out fully. They're duplicates. That like they're not viable. But they were counted. And it's not 50%. It was 49%.
Nah, don't worry about the skeptics. The
It's like,
specifics.
okay, so this lawsuit is actually going to go through. Biden recently, actually, like, Department of Justice is investigating Joe Biden, for human trafficking, fraud, the conspiracy to defraud the United States.
The conspiracy to defraud the United States. What do you mean by that statement?
Taking money from the country, forsaking the government for profit, forsaking the country for profit. You remember when he declared we were at war?
Yeah.
Do you know why he did that?
To get more funding?
No, he did that to free up wartime reserves of oil and food, and particularly the oil.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what he did as soon as he freed up that oil?
Sold it.
He sold 50 million barrels of it to China, a Chinese company that his son, Hunter Biden, just so happened to be on the board of.
Huh.
By the way, information about that was on Hunter Biden's laptop that is fucking cracked out ass left in Delaware. Got picked up, got fucking, investigated.
And all the shit that...
Oh, this was in 2016 when Trump was running against Hillary and shit.
Yep.
The fucking Biden laptop came out. Department of Justice, the FBI, and all social media said that it was a fucking Russian hoax. It was lies. It's propaganda. It's not real. It didn't happen. That's not real. So much so that Twitter, Facebook, Instagram were told by the FBI to actually censor these things. And they did. There's tons of fucking leaked information now that supports all of this. Actual documentation. Twitter had like 80 some fucking former FBI employees working for them before Elon took over. It was insane. And it was all to censor Republican fucking leaning people. Not like alt-right people. They would leave the most extreme people on there so that they could be viewed as that's who it is. And they censored general people who were making points. Mm-hmm. It's insane. They got rid of the Hunter Biden laptop story. All of a sudden, 2020 rolls around and the fucking election happens again, gets written off again, and then right after the fucking election ends and Biden wins, oh yeah, by the way, that's real. By the way, yeah, my son is doing crack with hookers in Russia and China and Ukraine and everywhere else. It's him with illegal firearms. That's him smoking crack. That's him smoking crack. That's him smoking crack. That one is also him smoking crack.
I don't know if it was a picture that you showed me or what, and I don't even fully remember if it was Hunter Biden or not. But it was a guy who's naked, who closely resembled Hunter Biden, who had a child girl on a leash.
Probably. Yeah, there was a lot of them. There was a lot of things like that got leaked, that got disappeared off the internet real fast. There was a lot of images that came off that laptop that were less than good.
Yeah, I will never forget that. That was fucking horrible.
And like it's insane because like it's actually foul shit. Like it's insane the shit that was on that laptop. Like, and not only that laptop, but like, do you know the story of Hunter Biden?
No, not really.
So, you ever hear Joe Biden talk about, Bo Biden, my son was in the military? That one? The one who passed away? Yeah. He was married and had a daughter, okay? When he died, Hunter, his brother, married his wife and started fucking his daughter. By the way, Joe Biden maybe didn't fuck his granddaughter, but he definitely was taking showers with her. Because...
Can you pass me up, please?
Oh, we gotta pause.
Sorry.
I still got bubble guts.
Really? Fago didn't help?
No.
I'm starting to get a little hungry.
That's probably what it is.
Sí, estamos aquí hablando todo el mundo en un cuarto, jangueando. Todavía está en la casa de eso, sí. Aquí nada, jangueando y comiendo. Bueno, no, comiendo no, perdón. Jangueando y hablando. No está tan malo. Lo estoy viendo, ¿verdad? Pero no está tan malo. Ok. Claro que sí. Dale. También te amo. Bye bye. Yeah, she's mom.
Oh, how she does.
Either on right, or if it gets too late and she doesn't like us driving to fucking find a place to stay here. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. All right. We'll get to wrapping it up here soon then.
We can always make a part 2 next week.
Oh yeah. But where the fuck was I?
Hunter Biden,
His niece. Well,
Joe Biden took a shower with his granddaughter.
Yeah, Hunter Biden's niece, Joe Biden's granddaughter. So have you guys heard of Project Veritas?
Yes.
They are like they're a group of people who like to leak information and then like they write articles about it and whatnot. But they got a hold of her diary and leaked it. And didn't leak like a transcript of it. They photocopied every fucking page of it and put it on the internet.
Still there or gone?
Oh, you can find it. Well, it might be harder because, you know, the government tried to get rid of it. But I think there's some people on iPhone I could probably ask for it. But she had written in this diary a lot of stuff. Things about her being passed around at parties by Joe, having to take showers with him, having sex with Hunter, things like that. Like, it's fucked. Instead of denying it, instead of saying that this isn't real, it wasn't. This was while Biden was in office. He had the FBI raid the homes of the people who leaked it, saying, like, his justification being, they stole the diary of my granddaughter. So it's real. That's it then. You're confirming it by arresting these people for theft. You're confirming that was the real fucking thing. And I can look at this and tell that this isn't fucking edited. This is goddamn little girl pencil fucking written in her paper diary.
Yeah, like words scribbled out and like rewritten and shit.
Like, that's sick.
Truly.
This is fucking disgusting. But no. He's orange. Fucking orange. God damn it. We got to get him out.
At least the videos of Biden sniffing children and like grabbing
I
children.
don't understand how
never go
people
away.
fucking watch that shit and be like, he's not doing nothing. He's just being an old man. He was just getting a little close. He sniffs every fucking kid that gets close to him. There's like, oh my God, there's pictures of him trying to like kiss girls as they
like slither away, like they're trying to avoid him.
There's videos of moms getting in the way of him and their daughters as he's trying to fucking get at their ear and shit. And they step in between and hold their daughter's shoulders. Like, fuck all that. Fuck all of that, by the way. We have such a fucking issue with like systemic racism in this country, right? Mm-hmm. We're trying to fight back against that. He literally wrote the fucking crack laws in the 80s. He wrote them. Joe Biden. He was one of the fucking people who wrote those laws. The modern day Jim Crow laws, the things that put black people in prison for fucking 4 times the amount of time for crack that white people got for cocaine. Yeah, those ones, he wrote them. And your justification for Trump being racist is him throwing fucking paper towels in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, so for after
After a hurricane, he's standing on fucking stage and he's free throwing towels. Like he's at a fucking table with a bunch of paper towels, and there's a crowd of fucking people doing this and shit, and he's just like, "Fuck it, bro." He starts tossing them. And by the way, no one in the crowd got pissed. Everyone in the crowd was reaching for the fucking paper towels. You know where they did get pissed? When fucking Barack Obama went to Flint, Michigan and was like, "I want a glass of water." "Oh, no, no, not a bottle, a glass." And there's video of the crowd, just thousands of black people,
Dumbfounded.
like in awe. Interviews with them after. This man is disrespectful. He's literally on stage. I'm not trying to make a scene. I really do just want a glass of water. By the way, in that same speech, he talks about how when he was a kid, he probably ate some lead paint off the windowsill. So it's fine that you guys are drinking it.
I don't think he
What
understands
the
how that
fuck are
works.
you talking about, dude? By the way, goes back like 2 years later, does the same fucking thing. "No, I don't want a bottle. Let me get a glass."
Doesn't Flint still have water issues?
Yes, it's still undrinkable.
Jesus Christ.
It's 'cause he's not human.
But by the way, Trump's bad because he threw fucking paper towels. Oh my God, man.
Keep in mind that Flint, Michigan is right by the largest freshwater body on the planet.
Where do you think all the lead's coming from? Come on now.
Where do you think it's going?
Dude, I seen a picture the other day of like some like old Roman bath that's still in use in some like fucking foreign country. Like, you know, like the ancient Roman bathhouses. Like, it's just a big one, and there's just like fucking 80 people in this goddamn bath. And I was just like, didn't they used to line those with lead? I'm pretty sure they lined Roman bathhouses with lead.
I mean, I can't speak on it, but
I'm
comical.
like 99% certain they did that. Just like poisoning all of the smartest people in the country. Just be like, "Hey, you guys want to come and relax and poison yourself?" It's warm. Kinda. Mainly warm because the guy farting in it. But
D-
water hasn't been changed in 120 years.
have you ever seen the pictures of the Roman like
Half of it's
toilet?
piss.
The Roman like group toilet where everybody would sit
Oh,
there
those
and they
are
have like the
sick.
sponge.
No, you know what's
sticks.
better? What's better is the fucking castle toilets, where it's literally just
Oh,
you shit
yes.
out and it drops out of the fucking tower. That is the greatest thing. Dude, imagine like a hard day work in the field, and then you and your boys are all sitting on a rock just waiting for one to drop. You just be sitting like 20 yards away, just watching turds drop for an hour and a half, sipping some ale.
Yeah, and then they probably harvest it and use it as fertilizer.
Good rich people.
It's wild to think me and you would be working in some fields and he'd be like a stonemason or something.
Yeah.
He'd have an actual career and me and you would just be like laborers.
Just like depressed peasants.
Yeah.
God bless the 21st century.
I love it. I love being a modern day slave. I swear to God, Jake Tran, that fucking one YouTuber, he has the best quote. The new age pleb is slave draped in Louis. Something along those terms. Like the modern slave is a pleb draped in Louis. It's fucking great. It's like you're a slave, but since you got your fancy belt, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm my own person. I guess I won't live and die and be forgotten like the rest of them. Oh, that's real fun. Every fucking action I've ever took will be meaningless and have no real effect on the world other than for the worse. Isn't that great?
Absolutely not.
Isn't that great? Don't you love just being a cog in a system? Man.
Absolutely not.
I promise you, I will probably die trying. I don't think I'm going to change the world, but I'll probably die trying to do it.
Jason, I think you have a red dot on your forehead. You might want to like scrape it off.
Trust me, as long as it's on that head, it'll be quick.
Oh, not with the new stuff they got, young shit.
Dude, the old stuff they got. They literally, like, in the fucking 1970s, Congress had, like, the CIA reveal their heart attack gun.
Yeah, I was just about to say the heart attack gun.
Like, that's a real thing. They can hit you with a dart and make you have a heart attack, and it's untraceable.
It's like pufferfish neurotoxin.
Fuck you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They can just kill you. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Because nobody can prove him wrong otherwise.
And even if you prove it, no one does anything.
Nope.
The best
They
example.
label you a conspiracy theorist, even though you have like fucking 18 different thousand documents of proof, and they're just like, dude, you're nuts. The CIA is the good guys. I know we drugged fucking young teen boys beyond their will. I know we tortured innocent Iraqis and pretended they were terrorists. I know we did all of this stuff in the past, but that was the past. Why are you bringing up old shit? We're good guys now. We're fucking good guys. You're crazy, dude.
They single-handedly.
Why would we poison the food supply?
Single-handedly.
Why would we create a fucking virus and a vaccine that does nothing?
Single-handedly. Ruined South America.
Why would
Just
we?
fuck that place up.
Why would
real
we
bad.
do that? It's almost like we get paid by foreign fucking entities to do it. But why would we do that? This is crazy. You know one of my role models?
Who?
The one guy who assassinated his fucking the Japanese like dictator with his fucking sword.
How you get that close?
Exactly. Exactly, bro. He rushed that motherfucker in a place where he thought he was safe as shit. Nobody had the audacity to come this close. That dude didn't care about his life. He knew it was ups after that. But he was getting to you, bitch. And he put that sword right through his fucking gut. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the dad who murdered the fucking pedophile who raped his son.
Didn't we just look at that last night?
The one in the airport where he fucking pulls out the snub
Nope.
nose and shoots him.
Different one.
Oh.
This one is a dude. He went out to eat something real quick, and he came back to like an 18-year-old trying to, rape.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah,
on a-
the friend, the 18-year-old.
Yep. And it was with his 11-year-old son, and when you look at the pictures of the dude, the only reason the fucking 18-year-old was alive was because the 11-year-old stopped.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that. Yeah. He was going to kill him. The dad said it. Because, didn't the dad, get off? He was completely okay, no charges? Yeah. And, they interviewed him, and he was literally the only reason I stopped was because of my son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that. I know exactly what you guys are talking about. No. I forget what the fucking one I was just talking about was.
In the airport.
Yeah. This was 70s, 80s, 60s, somewhere in there. Fucking this, the dude got charged, but he got the lightest sentence ever. And they were escorting him through an airport and gonna take him away or some shit. And this dad waited. I don't even think it was the airport. I think it was the actual courthouse. And he waited by the phones with a hat and a jacket. And as soon as the police came walking with this guy, he turns around and just point blank shoots him in the fucking head. Fuck you.
It's up, Buster.
I'm sorry. I'm a firm believer that frontier justice serves people far better than law.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. The amount of shit that just gets by. I'm sorry. People should be marching into the fucking, into Washington, D.C. and stringing people up. The fact that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell happened and nobody was brought to justice. Do you know how big of an issue human trafficking is?
Yeah.
I think it's 25 times the amount of people who got and died from fucking COVID. based on their original numbers, which were completely inflated and completely lied about, because as we know now, people who died of heart attacks who had COVID got labeled a COVID death. As we know, people who came in for gunshot wounds and died from those wounds who had COVID death. Since we know this now, even though, let's take their original numbers that were in the millions, you don't come close to the yearly human trafficking. You don't come close. Like, it's insane the amount of people who just up and disappear. And then, that's not even counting the people coming over the border who are getting human trafficked. That counts, that's just counting American citizens who go missing.
Yeah. The people who aren't even documented, who don't even know if they're gone or not.
Like you guys know, like in this whole ordeal with the fucking border, there was a thing down in fucking Texas where a bus got stopped, literally just driving, full of Mexican fucking teen boys and girls.
Jesus.
Only adult was the driver. Wouldn't say where he was going. Apparently he didn't know. He was just going. Just a bus full of undocumented children. I'm telling you, there's foul things going on. And the fact that it's not what gets brought up, we, the people, should be stringing up our politicians.
Definitely.
But instead, we're preoccupied with TikTok. TikTok's fun.
Yeah, I heard a lot.
Didn't you see the new season of Squid Games? Oh my god!
Oh, I didn't even know it had a second season.
Oh my god, he probably was a terrible dad again. Isn't that a great influence?
I never
Isn't
watched the
old guy
first.
from the Squid Games also labeled for like sexual assault.
Who fuck?
He
Yeah,
was.
that's right. Yep, that's right.
But I heard this wonderful...
Dude,
What?
Rex Orange County got acquitted. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Rex Orange County, goddamn feel-good music artist. Just like happy white boy shit.
For what?
He was charged with like sexual assault shit. And like the judge was like, nah, this evidence ain't it, chief. Threw it out. Not guilty on everything. This has been like 2 years.
Hell yeah.
Good. But I, just real quick about frontier justice. I've been listening to a lot of Nietzsche, who was big into like enlightenment and like becoming the best person you can be. And he had a fucking amazing quote, which was, and I'm gonna butcher it, but it's, enlightenment leads to revolution.
Damn straight.
And he was using the French Revolution as the primary example. But I mean, it's pretty much with every enlightenment, just because when you become enlightened to general things happening on a mass scale, mob mentality kind of takes over and starts to run shit, and you know, people get violent and go off. And so you get a lot of murder, which
Absolutely.
I don't necessarily condone, but it gets things done. Things happen.
I think this goes back. I forget where the fuck I heard it. I think it might have been fucking Game of Thrones, but everything's a fucking circle, dude. It's
The
all a
wheel?
circle.
The wheel, the spokes on the wheel.
No. It's all a circle. Like politics, right and left. If you go far enough left, you end up right. You go far enough right, you end up left.
Yeah, horseshoe.
You go far enough into frontier justice, you end up in anarchy. You go far enough into anarchy, you end up in fucking like totalitarianism. Like there's no infinite in one direction. You end up back at the fucking start, you dipshits. Yeah. Believing that you're so individual from the thing that you so despise, is what leads you to becoming exactly what the fuck you hate. And like, I know it's a cliche, but it's cliche for a fucking reason. The whole die young, die a hero, or live long enough to become a villain. Like, that's the whole fucking thing. Is that if you don't fucking figure out what the fuck you're doing, and you don't fucking die for it literally or metaphorically, like, you're gonna fall into the trap of this is the right way always, until you're a fucking dictator fucking shit up for everyone.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
whether it be in kingdom, household, job.
We're all subject to confirmation bias. It gets everyone.
Yes.
It's my way or the highway.
Yes.
And when you've seen your way succeed, then that's
And you
the way.
believe that is the way that is only.
Yeah, that's the road that you paved. Unless you want to pave a new road, bro, take mine. Like, that's it. Or you're walking.
Yeah. You need. And this is why you get back to like the use of psychedelics. It's death before death. It's why the ancient Greeks used it, because you know how like the Greek god Dionysus, the god of wine.
Yep.
A fun thing about Greek wine is it wasn't just wine. Their wine was very weak on the alcohol side. They used to mix psychedelics in it, specifically mushrooms.
Dionysus was also the Greek god of insanity and chaos.
Go far enough into enlightenment, you end up insane. Welcome to the circle.
You stare long enough into
I
the
promise you,
abyss.
you think about that circle in any and all things, you'll see it. It's real. That circle is fucking crazy. But you get to fucking like even in the Bible they kind of reference it with like the body and the blood of Christ being the wine. Like there's emphasis, and then like how Jesus dies and is born again, or more specifically, they do it through like baptism. Baptism is a good way. You take your communion, you fucking have this enlightenment. Fun fact about the Roman Catholic Church: you ever seen those like incense that they burn as the priests walk up and down the aisles?
Yeah.
The old ones that they used to take all around the fucking world as they were fucking preaching to everyone and anyone used to be lined with salvia. Salvia is the strongest natural hallucinogen. And they used to just cook everyone in the goddamn church and be like, yep, now let's sing a hymn and watch the light come through these pretty windows. Bet you believe in God after that, pussy.
Salvia is stronger than ayahuasca?
I'm pretty certain. Salvia is insane.
Really?
Ayahuasca is very like
Yeah.
trip specific, I think. Like it's a specific kind of trip, where salvia is just
You're out there. Doesn't matter where.
like you're fucking cracked out.
Mm. I've heard a lot of horror
Also,
stories about salvia.
Don't you have to like prepare ayahuasca?
Yeah, you have to like fast, and then you have to have some like shaman create.
Yeah,
like,
I
the
think
brew
that's the
for
point.
You.
Is that like
It's like an
salvia?
experience.
Salvia, literally, you eat it, you burn it, it goes. You don't have to do shit to it. It gets you fucked.
Yeah, because like ayahuasca
I know
comes
what
from
we're
a
doing in
root
the
that you have to
future.
process.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That is like the value in it, and that's where like the ego death comes from. It's like there's value in dying before you die, like realizing that like you're this, it's gonna end. Fucking realize how infinite this is and how infinitesimal you are. Fucking cope with that for fucking 6 hours. Come back to reality. See how much you appreciate life. See how much you appreciate little things.
Sit around and then you get hit with this thought that like, okay, I'm gonna die. But then it feels kind of euphoric. Like I get hit with those at like random moments when I'm alone, and it's just like this is all gonna be over someday, and it makes me feel more comfort than it does
Yeah.
fear.
That's different.
Like,
That
I've had ego death on shrooms.
yeah.
what is it?
Ego death is. I didn't have it on shrooms. I had it on weed. I greened out one time, and it wasn't like same fucking thing. But the basic concept is you forget that you're you.
Yeah.
You're no longer a human being that exists. You are just
I was like a conscious thought in a void. My body didn't exist. Myself didn't exist. I was just like a stream of thoughts that
and
wasn't attached to anything.
for
That's all we really are. That's interesting.
For me, I was just rolling through a landscape. There was no concept of me and who I was. It was just this fucking, like, I felt like I was in Mario Galaxy, constantly rolling over a planet, just like this. And, like, it was the strangest fucking colors. Shit was all fucking wild. And it just, that. Like, I felt like I was plastered against, like, a landscape that was just constantly going over a horizon. And like you forget that you're you. And then all of a sudden I opened my eyes and the image was gone. I wasn't dealing with it anymore. I was like, I could just do that. I could have just opened my eyes. I'm fucking here. fuck, I forgot that I would like even existed. What the fuck was that? And like, it's weird, but like, there's a weird value in it that like you can't really articulate, but it's something that just awakens shit in you. The actual value in it is brain grease, plasticity.
Yeah,
you're able to. As we're young bucks, we're very plastic. But the point of our plasticity is because we're learning things and we're building our foundation. So that plasticity still exists, but we're building blocks. We're building solid connections, and then those connections can be altered at need be. That's the point of them remaining plastic. But as you get older, they become more sediment. They stay in their ways. These neuron pathways become more rigid. So basically, you're forming your idea of what reality is. And like the issue is that as children, we can't grow up unless we definitively decide that this is real or not real. Like we need to be sure of things. We need to be decisive in order to move on to the next concept, the next level, the next fucking thing. So you end up putting into your stores all these concepts and ideas that are kind of fluid in actual reality, but they couldn't be as you were learning because you needed to learn. Mm-hmm. So you go into psychedelics and it puts all of that back into the running of ideas that can be played with. Everything is questionable again. It's fucking weird.
It's becoming as a child again.
It literally feels like that. Like you feel childlike again. Like there's no holding on to an idea. There's just the beginning of this euphoric thought process. Like, oh, I just figured some shit out and I lost it. It's that a lot. But then like you can get some long strings of thought, but the moment you try and articulate it is where you lose it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the best thing to do on psychedelics is just savor it. Just go through it. Don't try and put on any brakes. Don't try and fucking write it out. Don't try and articulate it. Just go with it. Sit there and be like, dude.
And then when you sober up, you'll remember like some of it.
You'll get fragments of it, and then like
it grows from there.
It'll exist, and not the thing is it's not just specifically psilocybin. When you take it, it's not something that like just puts you into an altered mind state when you're on the drug. That's something that will alter you forever after that. Like you're going to think a different way. Not bad, you're not going to be fucking crazy, but like there's going to be just a little more just questioning, a little more cynicism and like curiosity. Like you're going to be like, I don't know about that. You're gonna be a little more critiquing. You're gonna be more questioning. It's
there's always more
even
information
and not
to find.
just other people, yourself. Like you're gonna say something and be like, "No, I hate that," and you'll be like, "Why do I hate that? I have no reason to not like that. When did I start not liking that?" And like shit like that. Like you start to reevaluate who you are and why you are who you are.
I think psychedelics are such a jarring experience that it like alters your brain in the sense that now like anything is on the table. Like holy shit, if this can happen, what else is there? Like what else can happen?
Yeah.
And so it kind of like teaches your brain to form connections that weren't always there, or look at things that are like slightly connected, but you can draw conclusions from it that you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
It's very different from like weed or alcohol, because like weed, even though it's a minor psychedelic, like it's just brain fuzzy. Like everything's fuzzy, it's foggy. Fucking alcohol, same thing. You just get drunk. Psychedelics, you're completely lucid.
You are crystal.
Like you're more than crystal. Like I hope you know that fucking psilocybin increases your visual acuity.
It's fucking crazy.
Like to the point where like if people on psilocybin can tell if lines are parallel to the finer degree than people who aren't. Like it's insane. You can differentiate between colors more. Like psilocybin increases visual acuity. Mushrooms have a special effect on us. But beyond that, the fuck was I? God damn it. I lost the initial point because I said that.
What you're going
Plasticity.
on visual acuity and then expanding your mind.
More connections. We get rigid as we get older.
Did it have
No.
to do
What
with
was I
like,
saying?
visual acuity and the connection to the brain?
What did I say right before the visual acuity?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to pause it and listen to it.
Your own experience. No, that was you. Mm,
Goddamn home bitch.
Oh, that you're lucid? More lucid than
Yes, you're completely fucking
Okay.
lucid. So like, it increases your visual acuity. So like, you don't feel impaired in any way. Like, you feel completely sentient, and all of a sudden, things are different. Like, things are not how they should be. Like, the first time I did shrooms, I did them with my fucking friend Ronald. I think you guys have met Ronald. Fucking. He immediately left, threw up in the hallway. I think you guys remember the throw up stain in the hallway. Out in the stairwell. Fucking. He left. Because he ate them plain, by the way, with water. He just munched mushrooms and drank them with water. I was like, you're insane. I ate them with chocolate ice cream. The richness of chocolate hides them so well. Ice cream allows you to just slide it down. It's easy. Sitting in my house, I was like, well, I'm about to start tripping. And the one person I was hanging out with just left. So I went next door over to Collins, where all like the girls and fucking all the dudes was hanging out and shit, and just Lizzie, Kayla, fucking Taylor, Levi, Colin, all of them. Go over there, don't tell any of them I'm on shrooms. While I'm kicking it, half of them start having 4 eyes. All of their eyebrows turned into another set of eyes. And they were just spidered up. And I was just like, this is fucking wild. Okay. Shit. All right. And that's the thing. Like, on shrooms, like, acid gets you accelerated. Like, your heartbeat's going, you're amped, you're excited, you want to, like, dance and shit. Shrooms, you're mellow as fuck, dude.
That's why they're called mellow mushrooms.
Dude, you're literally calm as can be. And, like, people literally got 4 fucking eyes right now, and I'm just like, pretty sick. Pretty fucking sick. Not telling nobody. Lizzie starts talking to me on the couch. Her face goes Neapolitan, bro. It goes from green to pink to white. Just like in fucking 4 seconds. Just changed colors. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's weird. Like, the carpet's moving. And like, shrooms are better than acid because like, the psychedelics aren't everything. So like on acid, it's just like putting a filter on. So everything's just wavy. The more acid you take, the more fucked it gets. To the point where you can take enough acid, you stop seeing like things and you're in polygon land. Like you can go to a PS2 game behind the fucking map type graphics where it's just blocks and you don't know where you are. Yeah, you can do that on acid. But regularly, it's just shit gets like wavy. Like if you looked at like the popcorn ceiling, it would all be moving, all of that and shit. Whereas like on shrooms, it's just all of a sudden something's happening. All of a sudden something's different.
Things get vivid.
Dude, it's weird. Like you'll walk out. That's true. You get HD vision. It literally feels like that.
Yeah, so like like the switching between focus and unfocus, where like your vision goes panorama versus tunnel. The difference is gone. You're just panorama and tunnel at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So everything in your field of view is in focus.
It's wild.
I don't like that.
Dude, you're just
It's crazy.
It's like a chameleon out here.
It's actually
and
really
I'm
cool.
telling you, like light, everything is HD. You look at your phone, it looks like it's 3D and shit. Like it's weird. You don't like looking at your phone though, I promise you.
I bet. I fucking bet.
You don't like looking at it. You want to look at everything else. I remember when I talked to you on the phone
Yeah.
when we were at fucking Geauga Lake.
Mhm.
Fucking Trell
gotta go
pissed
back,
me off
bro.
that day. Trell pissed me off, man.
I still have videos of you two arguing.
Dude. You got to show them that because, dude, I was high as shit on the phone with Jerry describing to him light and shadows and how they were fucking with me, bro. And I was looking at this metal railing as like the light was just casting a shadow on. I was like, dude, they separate from each other. It is the weirdest fucking thing. Just losing my mind on shrooms. And fucking Trell gonna come up there and start yelling at me about getting lost. I'm like, dude, I'm on the phone with Jerry. Some tells me if I get lost, he'll call you.
It'll be fine.
He'll tell you what to look for where I am. Or, crazy idea, you call me, Trell.
Absolutely.
The videos are on my computer.
What's wild to me is that we spent that entire day there, didn't run into any security, came back like a week later.
So bogus, dude.
The moment we walked in, security was on our ass, and they're like, we do canine training here. You're not supposed to be here. We got cameras. We're like, dude, we ran up in this bitch like last week, and we're here all day.
Yaga Lake Park? Oh, I was there the last day it was open.
Dude. It does not look like anything you'd remember. Like, there's not even the bridge that goes across the middle anymore. That bitch is gone.
It's unreal. I really want to go back.
Like, there's literally, like, the only thing that makes me believe that it was actually Geauga Lake is the fucking slide pool.
Oh, it's still there.
There's a pool that's empty. The slides are gone. And, like, you can tell where they were. You can see that it's a pool. And it's like,
There's one where the slides are on. Remember I skateboarded down?
yeah,
on my
but that
butt?
was more like just like a lazy river type thing.
Yeah.
Still. Shrooms are fun. The-
Sounds like it.
he was telling me he could give me a DMT pen.
Maybe. I don't know if the guy's actually like following through with it. I hope he does because he fucking ordered the design and I designed it for him. So
Dude.
that'd just be waste.
If I can get a DMT pen, I'm going to meet my archetypes. Oh, dude. I'm having a conversation with the king, the warrior, the magician, and the lover.
And the machine elves.
And the machine elves.
It's a book.
It's a damn good book.
We gotta do a part 2.
Yeah, we do. It's fucking 2 hours and 30.
Yep.
I'm going to edit plenty out of it. But I think that's a good place to call it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Let me know when you guys feel are able to come back over because I would love to record some more.
I leave on Tuesday.
You leave Tuesday?
I leave Tuesday. So I'm good for Monday.
Oh, I don't have to work on this week. They gave me an
Yeah.
extra day off.
Monday is the day we do our engagement photos and go to the hotel. Sadly.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can do. No, I didn't say sadly to that. Sorry.
I could record with you on Monday.
Yeah, you guys can record.
Okay.
We'd have to just hop on maybe 29, maybe.
I think Ricardo wants to come over on Friday.
Yo, you still talk to
Damn, Ricardo still stays in contact?
He still picks up.
Soldier himself.
sweet.
And he actually wants to come over and record. He wants to give me fucking lights and a green screen. He wants to let me use the camera that he doesn't fucking use for pictures anymore to record this fucking thing.
How did he go from being emo to being a hood nigga is what I want to
Man.
Please, somebody tell me.
And not even like a successful one. Goddamn tragedy.
He just doesn't be one.
But I think that's a good place to call it. Thank you, Jerry, for coming for the podcast. Thank you, Stefan, for being here.
Bye-bye.
You guys, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's going to be any podcast that touch as long as the ones I get with these guys anytime soon. Thank you, and good night.